Vegeta, what does the scouter say about their subscriber count?
It's 9,010.
Wait, so you mean
Yes, Nappa. It's over.
it's over?
It's over 8,000.
What eight? Wait, what?
There is a story so strange in its implications that it defies ordinary classification.
I don't care if you've been vacationing in Europe all night. If you up, smash that like button. Welcome to Black and the Black Times. I'm your host. Lulu's about to come to you live direct from the stack. Smoking out fam with that dang shit on my left. Stitch.
My Peter Tingle tells me there's clowns in this room.
Here we go. On my far right, engineering on the one screen, something on the three sports product.
No stopping what can't be stopped. No killing what can't be killed.
In the middle, we got the oldest ninja in the world, old ninja.
You can be the star of your own show and still not catch any breaks.
Last but not least, we got your boy Blue.
I like to leave the toilet seat cover up at a lesbian's house and just see them argue.
God damn.
Damn.
That's evil. Twisted.
Yeah.
I like it. All right. We back up in there. Let's go.
I don't know what to mean, man. I guess in
Back
today's
up
days,
in
you
there.
can have a penis and be a lesbian. So
Wow.
that's the thing.
Oh,
This is
yeah,
the thing.
that is the thing.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
How dare you?
We stepped in shit right away. All right. On
Assume
to
the
the
gender.
RPs. I'm just kidding. First in the chat will be Warrior Fellow. What's going on? Appreciate
Hey,
you coming
what's up,
back. I don't have my SoundCloud thing up. Sorry.
No worries.
I need some time.
All right. While he's doing that, old ninja, we got some good RIPs this week.
How
Good
is
or
this
bad?
good?
I mean,
Yeah,
Jesus.
how is these
I
good?
mean,
people
RIPs?
is-
Noteworthy.
good.
Noteworthy ones.
We already fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we stepping in all kinds of shit. We
Shit.
went both feet in all the way up the fucking shins.
All right.
All right, we're gonna pour out some King Cobra for our dearly departed. We're gonna start with first Cameron Boyce, age 20.
Damn, that's young.
Oh,
Disney,
yeah.
Disney star of the shows Jesse and the Descendants movie franchise. He also starred in the movies Grown Ups 1 and 2 as the son of Selma Hayek and Adam Sandler's characters.
Are these Disney movies or shows?
So the shows are Jesse and the Descendants, Grown Ups and Grown Ups 2.
He was in another movie too. That
Yeah,
was,
he's in a few.
Yeah.
But he was kind of like a rising Disney star. He had a seizure from an ongoing medical condition for which he was being treated. His illness has not been publicly stated. However, it is surmised by TMZ.
Is that
Here we go with the speculate.
No,
Yeah, but I mean, TMZ. We talked about this before. TMZ's been breaking like.
Usually they are.
It's
Usually.
not to the
But it's not
public.
confirmed.
Yeah, but it's not confirmed that he
So
may
let's
have.
not. Let's not. If it's not confirmed. It's not.
So then his illness,
It's just
not been made public, but
There we go.
passed away due to a seizure. There you go. Next we have Ross Perot,
Damn.
age 89, former presidential candidate and billionaire
Twice.
who ran twice to the presidency as an independent. He made money. He made his billions off of the computer industry. So far, no other third-party candidate has come close to drawing as much support as Ross Perot
I thought
did.
he made oil.
No, he made money off computers. He was a businessman.
I thought it was some oil.
I
thought it was
Yeah,
oil related.
Maybe because of Texas?
I am
Ma-
fairly
yeah.
certain it was oil.
Apparently, it was computers.
And I know he's into cars too. So
Yeah,
know-
he was
He
in
was
the
part of
cars,
General
but,
Motors,
but
so-
apparently he was into computers.
I thought it was a computer system
well, being
for
in
General.
computers and like how you made your money is totally different.
Yeah.
I also know that he started from nothing. Like
Yeah,
he went from
self-made
poor.
self-made
I
billionaire.
could have sworn it was in the obit something about him selling some computer software to General Motors and a few others. but-
Possibly, but yeah.
I thought it was computers,
Started
but-
from the bottom.
Them ears though. Any
He-
animated drawing of him is the big ass ears.
There's been, I mean, he's been surrounded in a lot of crazy controversy. Like, he famously called the crowd at an NAACP rally, "You people," which is not a good look.
Oh, sorry, he founded EDS. Okay,
there you go.
he was a chief. I'm sorry, he was a CEO of EDS
There you go.
and Perot Systems, which those are computer companies. I know very well. So
And then apparently he has his own private military because he gathered. He was responsible for a raid in the 80s on a Iranian prison to free 2 EDS employees that had been taken hostage.
Whoa.
That doesn't mean you have a military. You
I
just
mean,
hire contractors,
some
bro, like
mercenaries.
everybody else does.
Maybe.
A team.
Yeah.
Not
I mean,
maybe B
if
team.
you're a billionaire, you could have your own private military. So
No, you don't. You hire contractors. They're not. It's not a military.
More like a merc. Yeah, a
It's
group of
don't
mercs.
even argue with me on this, bro.
I'm not. I'm moving on to the next point.
like a Suicide
He was diagnosed. He was
Man,
diagnosed
a
with
wallet.
leukemia early in 2019. So
Yeah.
R.I.P.
So Ross Perot was really cool because he actually foresaw pretty much every single one of the financial problems that we were having today back when he was running in the 90s. And everybody thought it was a joke. And he was the first candidate to really pull the veil on where money's going in the government. And he actually bought his own airtime, and nobody else had ever done that before. Everyone else had to raise money, and that had to go through
fundraising,
donors and shit like that. And he was just like, fuck this, I'm a billionaire. Like, I'm just going to tell, the United States people what's really going on with the government. And that's one of the reasons why there was like all kinds of campaigns against him, because he showed like all these lobbyists are giving money to these people and like all these wars and shit like that. And we're going to have all these financial woes because of, I think he actually was one of the first ones that talked about the Stiegel Act and shit like that. He was actually legit, but he was a third party guy. So, America's fucking retarded. If it doesn't say D or R in the beginning of the name of any kind of political party, they're like, fuck that.
Yeah.
You ain't winning nothing.
I remember when I was a kid in 5th grade, like when I remember Ross Perot was running for president, and our teacher he let the class vote to determine who the teacher was going to vote for in the election. So, and most of the
civics
kids.
class or something. It sounds
No,
like.
this was 5th grade, so it was just like regular class. But he was talking about that stuff, and most of our class voted for Ross Perot to be president. I remember why though, like we did it, but I think he just seemed like a pretty cool dude. But what's also cool about this teacher, he also tried to teach us stock options too.
Nice.
So he actually broke down the newspaper and showed how to read the stocks and stuff. But
Oh.
I was 5 at the time. All I saw was fucking numbers and dots.
Yeah, I think one of the main reasons why he was popular with like the younger generation is because he was pretty well in the middle. He's pro-choice. He was for gay rights, stuff like that, and I think it's for a smaller government. It's like how you basically see somebody that was in the middle. And I think the vast majority of Americans are in the middle. But I don't know.
All right.
Shame they died.
Yeah. Leukemia. It's all bad. Next, we have Rip Torn, born Elmore Raoul Torn Jr.
That wasn't even his motherfucker. I thought his real name was Rip Torn.
No.
Great name, isn't it?
No. But apparently
stage name.
Rip is a name that his family passes down, and he had to get like approval from his dad. So they let
This
him.
would've been, I got a better story. He had to fight the guy for the name.
Oh.
It was
making
that
up
was-
stuff?
Yeah, it was trial by combat, and whoever
like-
killed the other
Yeah.
took on the name, took on the mantle of Rip.
Trial by combat in Wakanda.
I heard that he
Waterfalls.
I heard he farted on himself and ripped his pants, and that's how he got him.
Shitting on people.
Damn. Rip was.
If you can dodge a joke, you can
That was him, wasn't it?
Yeah. He's famous for his roles in the Larry Sanders Show, Men in Black, and Dodgeball. He was also the voice of Hades in Disney's Hercules.
Nice. He was so funny in Men in Black, man.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought
Fucking loved him.
I thought what's the name was the voice of Hades, and
Nope, it's Rip
I
Torn.
thought it was
Who's
James
the-
James
James
Wood.
Woods.
Yeah.
Oh, no. It's Rip Torn.
Was it the animated series?
It might have been the series or the sequel. So there's a
Okay.
sequel to it.
Yeah, okay.
He was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, which I had no idea. For the movie in Cross Creek, he worked on and off Broadway. Nominated for Tony Awards. He's been nominated for numerous awards. He's been in TV and screen. He's been on campy movies as well as big budget movies, and he did a lot of comedy. He is survived by his 6 children and 3
Damn,
wives.
his dick worked.
Yeah. R.I.P. to Rip.
I love, again, the thing I loved about him was he had that, like, serious ass face, you know what I mean? And then, like,
funny.
he would say some shit that was totally off the wall, but he'd keep that deadpan face of his.
Yeah, he
That was
basically
hilarious.
tell you to go fuck yourself, but it'd be funny.
Yeah, man.
It'd be great. If you can dodge a wrench.
How old was he?
He was 88.
Damn. That's
pretty
a good
good
long
life.
life, man.
Yeah.
Good run.
Yeah, he did a lot of work. There was so much work. I didn't want to post it, but I mean, I posted his big budget. Most of the stuff most people remember him from. So there you go.
All right, so sorry, listener of the week would be Very Tight Jeans 24. Thank
Wow.
you very much. That's
Damn.
a great name.
That's what's up.
That's a pretty fucking dope name.
If you're a lady.
There was also another RIP that was announced today. Volkswagen's not going to be no longer making a Beetle anymore. Like the
What?
last one
Yeah.
rolled out today.
Oh,
So
aren't they
RIP to
making the
Beetle.
bus?
they're making an electric bus now.
I've seen one of the buses recently. I was like, what is that? And they had rims and shit. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so Volkswagen is no longer the last one rolled out of Mexico today, and that's gonna be that's
It's
it.
not surprising. I mean,
But they were great. Well, the old ones were great cars. The new ones were kind of.
Them old ones, you still see some of those on the road, like 40 years
oh yeah,
later.
yeah. That was one of the highest selling cars of all time up until like what the Camry.
Mm-hmm.
And the Camry was like, thank you. This is gonna be everybody's car now.
Hell fucking
But
yeah.
it's also, you know what's crazy about Volkswagen and the Beetle especially? I'm surprised. Can you spell your gum?
Oh, I might smack it in the screen.
Yeah,
I'll take it
a
out.
little bit. But the crazy thing about the Volkswagen Beetle is that it's marred in controversy because back in like the World War II days, they used to line the seats with Jew hair, and that's some fucking crazy ass shit.
What the fuck
Yeah,
are you talking about?
No, seriously,
Yeah.
that was like a thing back in the
I
day.
did not know that.
From
Yeah.
the Holocaust, like, concentration camps?
Yeah, and so I don't know how they made it out that fucking shit, but
Oh, you're
That's-
talking about Volkswagen? Cause,
yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
and
because
they're-
they're owned by the Nazis.
yeah, it was
they were
it was,
started by
it
the
was started
Nazis.
by Hitler. It's like it was called the People's Car or something like that. Volkswagen.
Fear of?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, it was real fucked up.
This
Obviously,
is confirmed.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it's confirmed.
Not,
Like,
not.
shit I heard
yeah,
about a long
I
time
just
ago.
want to make sure we're putting out
Just make
accurate
sure.
information.
Good grief.
Yeah,
You didn't know the Nazis started VW?
No, I knew, of course, that.
Oh, okay.
I get that. But the hair of.
That does sound a little urban legendy, but I mean, sometimes strange shit is true.
It could be. If I'm, if it is, it is.
Another fun fact: Volkswagen owns Porsche, so Porsches are just fancy ass Beetles.
There we go.
Yeah.
Damn.
You find anything
yes.
on the interwebs?
The German government is in the embarrassing position of having to decide whether or not to bail out an industrial giant accused of using hair from Jews murdered in gas chambers of Auschwitz. So this is like, it's a legit story.
That's fucked
It's
up.
from a long time ago.
All
Yeah.
the way bad.
But I'm like, how did they fucking come back from that shit?
Yeah, no
Yeah.
shit. Ugh. Wow.
I guess you can come back from anything.
There it
So
is.
you can come back from that shit.
Let's dive
Wow.
on in.
Should we talk about some more dankness?
What you got?
This y'all see this chick? Belle Delphine.
How will we see her when you don't even say her name?
Yeah, Belle Delphine. She's
Who
an
is she?
Instagram star or cosplayer, I think both. She's selling her
Oh,
bath
yeah,
water
yeah.
for $30 a jar.
She's selling her urine as well and her spit. So
Oh
it's not
my
just her bath water.
Is
Oh
she
my-
Japanese?
She's fucking
No,
smart as
she's
shit.
like white.
She's smart.
I
Somebody
don't know.
paying though. There's
yeah.
a
Oh,
market
yeah.
for it, unfortunately.
People are paying. That's why she's like trending and shit
And
right
the
now.
other side of the story, old ninja?
What's the other side?
Was it people are buying it?
Yeah, you didn't hear somebody drank it and got all sick and had to go to the hospital?
So I heard that
I'll
that
know from her.
might have been a rumor. I have no idea.
This shit was in the news.
I did not know about it. I just know that people were buying it. I don't know what people are doing with it. Are they reusing it for their bath? Are they drinking it? I don't fucking know.
I was gonna say I thought Kronos was gonna say that the other side of the story is that she's really a man.
Oh,
Like damn, surprise, motherfucker.
food or water.
How do we
I
get here?
don't think it was her. It was somebody else, though. Holy shit, it's $10,000 for a
Earned?
giant tub of her bath water.
God
Oh
damn.
man.
Man, somebody wants my pee. I'll pee the cup and you can pay me $10,000.
So apparently, I know she's selling like mason jars of her bath water for like $30 a bottle, and she's been selling that shit.
Can you actually just sell that shit on the like on your own website?
You're
sell
allowed
what
to
you
sell
want,
whatever
yeah.
the fuck you want. If you got your own site,
even if it's just
as long as Uncle
your
Sam.
own water,
Listen,
you're putting
I
whatever
mean,
label on
How
it.
many times have you heard somebody say, I drink that girl's bathwater?
All the
Shit,
time.
I drink that.
Yeah.
And so
damn.
she was like, you know what? This is a career opportunity. I can't fucking knock her for that
she
shit.
took that
took
shit
advantage.
seriously.
I can't knock her for it.
She took full advantage of it. So where she sold it on her own website, I'm assuming, right?
Believe
Yeah.
so,
I
yeah.
I wonder if she has like different
oh.
flavors. Like she has like different bath salt, or maybe like she might have some Epsom salt, or
She
some
might have been
Mr. Bubba bath
selling
water.
through Instagram, but still.
Now, is she one of the cosplayers that busted wide open with some nudes as well, or is she?
I think
keep it?
lewds, but not nudes.
Okay.
But I was just like, seriously though, like
oh my
what? Did,
God.
what
the
did we
fuck?
come to?
Oh, someone drinking it.
Somebody else uploaded a video of not just drinking it, but using the water to make ramen and mac and cheese.
Come
Oh,
on, bruh.
where? What
It's
is?
not that serious.
Oh my goodness, this is the world we live in.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers
I
are
don't
nasty.
approve these kinks.
Well, this one's probably not real, but I'm not gonna repeat it. So.
Well, because we're like, there's a new challenge where people are going out there and fucking licking ice creams and putting it back in the fucking
Yeah, but
store.
they get
Some people going to
busted.
fucking jail.
We gonna talk about that.
The
I
first
guess.
person who did it, I guess they're
Oh, shit.
they're getting like 7 years.
Maybe it is true
What's that?
because
You
they're
gotta read
showing how she has the herpes. on
Oh,
her
the
lip.
herpes thing. Yeah, or
it.
I heard that one too. Like they drank it, got herpes from her, and they want to sue. But it's like, bruh.
You see, I think it says don't drink on there, but yeah.
You need a warning label on that.
Jesus.
Well, that's how you know it's legit, though. It's like it's really her pee. Shane just fucking putting water into a fucking jar and sending it to people. Put a little
It's sad.
vinegar
It
in
is
there.
sad though. I feel but you know what? A sucker's born every fucking day, and why not take advantage of the ass? I guess. Ugh.
Oh,
All right. Is that all you
I
had
mean,
on
listen,
that?
they sell panties in Japan and vending machines. Used girls' panties.
Yeah.
Used, yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
it's
nastiest
just like-
part. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not women buying them. It's like a lot of times just dudes with that kind of fetish.
A lot of times.
Almost all.
Or 99.9% of the
And I
time.
mean, there could be some girls with that weird
Like,
fetish
why
too.
would a girl have that fetish? She could just sniff her own panties.
Yeah, but you want
Guess
some
it'd be
other
different.
girls
Yeah,
sit.
maybe.
Yeah, I can't explain this shit.
Like, I
man.
wonder if a girl's ever like walking by the vending machine and she's like, you know what? I don't have any panties on. Let me just buy my panties back or some shit.
Oh, the same girl?
Yeah, the same girl.
Yeah, she's like, and that's how I got herpes.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn.
Horrible
Vacuum
world.
sealed. All right, let's get into this
Vacuum
European vacation. Stitch set it up last week. Obviously, you saw it
yeah.
like on Tuesday of last
Yeah.
week.
I saw it
right?
twice. I saw
Opening
it again.
weekend.
Yeah.
Old Ninja, I believe, has seen it as well, right?
I have.
I've seen it. Everybody
I
else,
haven't seen it
not
yet.
really, not quite.
I watched Into the Spider-Verse again a couple times.
I did too. I actually watched it last night.
That's a smart
So did
decision in my book. But all right, let's jump on in with this goddamn shit. Some spoilers probably be out there. Old Ninja, what did you think of this fucking movie?
I missed part of it. I missed like first 15, 20 minutes of it. So I came in. I don't know how deep it was. I came in right when they landed, when they're gathering together in Europe.
Okay.
So
That's not
I don't know how much I missed there.
Not much.
But
They
not
just
that much.
explain the blip and then they do the switcheroo on the seats for the plane.
Okay.
That's about it.
So
like in what's the movie where the plane crashes?
Lost.
Where they
What?
die? Where like then Death comes back to try to get them? Final Destination.
Final Destination. Okay.
Oh.
They
Sure.
switch seats.
They do.
I mean, we talking about overall? Or we gonna break it down?
I mean, what's your overall impression first to start it off?
Overall impression of the movie was fun. It was kind of weird how they made light of things that are actually true in the comics, but yet fake in the world, but yet we know it's going to be coming to be true
Okay.
later on. If
What
you
was a
know.
good example of that?
So basically, Mysterio's like whole story about where he's from and whatnot, even though in the comics it's true.
Yeah.
But then, like, he made it up as fake. But then we know that what they're fighting, which they call the Eternals, we know that they're coming, which I thought was weird and hilarious at the same time.
They were the elementals.
Yeah.
Oh, you said Eternals. I'm confused. What are you?
Are they Elementals or Eternals?
Elementals.
They call them Elementals? Okay. Because there are Elementals in Marvel.
Yes.
So it's just weird to me that they're made that as kind of a joke type thing, or they made it a story.
Feige had to clarify, saying that the story Mysterio kind of presented to the leftovers of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Peter was legit. So, because a lot of people were going back and forth on that. But go ahead.
I mean, it's hard to get. For me, it's kind of weird to compare this to Homecoming because I feel like this is just a continuation. It's like one big movie just cutting in two parts, really. I don't know.
It is a sequel, so I mean, it's a direct sequel.
So let me
It seems like a
Is that a
continuation of the first
continuation?
movie.
nah, let me clarify. You know how
Something like a prequel.
You know how like Captain America versus Captain America Winter Soldier are completely different movies, however one's a sequel. And like how Infinity War and Endgame are almost seamless like one movie. Homecoming and Far From Home are kind of like that. It almost feels like it's a seamless like cut between two movies. But
Did you get that impression, Stitch? You looking around like,
I'm
what the
trying to
fuck?
understand how he's I mean, consider it a sequel. I don't really know how we compare it to those other ones because there's a lot of events and movies that took place between Captain 1 and then Winter Soldier to like fill in the gaps. And
They also happen in like different timelines too. One was in like the 60s or whatever, and another one happened in the 90s.
Yeah, well, a lot of time is surpassed
Yeah.
or whatever. Where essentially, I guess, Homecoming and Far From Home is within a year, 2 years at most. Well, I guess on whatever scale you're determining a blip or not.
Yeah,
blip
if you
or
count the
whatever.
blip, it's like 5 years.
For those who don't know, the blip is the coming back from the snap. That's where this movie coined that phrase.
Yeah. Yeah, because obviously the people who weren't fighting Thanos don't know about the so-called snap and everything, so they just refer to it as like, oh, they were gone, and then boop, they're all of a sudden they're back or whatever. So, so you, besides that, what did you think of, I guess, Mysterio? What did you think of Nick Fury? The after scenes credits, I mean, you're being pretty.
Yeah, because I
toying
know,
around, man.
I don't want to give away. I don't want to give away too much because not everybody's seen it. In case they want to see it, but
Give your impression, man. Are we new at this? Goddamn, what the fuck happened here?
Pulling teeth.
Jesus Christ. Well, okay, fuck old Ninja. Because obviously he's on some bullshit. It's just me and you gonna talk about this, goddammit.
You're gonna argue about it.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. I've had, we all know some of my impressions about, this Spidey MCU. He's very, very different. There's no fucking doubt about it. He's different from Andrew. He's different from
you mean
Tony.
trolling? Trolling.
I mean, yeah. We've had some playful arguments. That's all I'll say. In general, I like the fact that Nick Fury is all over this shit. That's fucking cool to me. I thought he was pretty fucking good, and he's impressive in terms of his dealings with Peter Parker in this world.
Your
he's
girl's
very,
back too.
Which one? Oh yeah, my girl Maria Christina Hill is all over this. Don't like the highlights on her. Don't like those highlights.
Wait, which
I
one?
like the dark hair.
Who does she play?
You know what?
Maria
She
Hill.
don't like your ball spot either, bro.
Who does she play in the
TV.
movie?
Maria Christina Hill, the one,
The chick from
the Shield one.
Shield.
She was in How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, there
Okay.
you go.
Yeah.
She's Robin.
Agent Robin. Okay.
There you go.
Agent
Yeah,
Robin.
you watch Shield, right? Agents of Shield.
Yeah, she's in.
Well, no,
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D..
she's in Well, she makes a cameo. She's not
She makes
in it.
2 cameos.
Yeah,
She's been
but
in the Avengers movies as well. I mean,
yeah, I know what you're talking about though.
yeah. So anyway, again, I love the fact that Nick Fury is all over this. That's cool. I mean, I liked a lot of what they did with Mysterio, but I have the same problem that I did with Homecoming in general, which was Mysterio is upset with. I'll take a wild guess, Kronos. Who Mysterio is upset with?
Iron Man.
There you go. he says it directly, like almost looks into the screen and says, I really fucking can't stand Tony Stark. My whole crew can't stand Tony Stark.
Well, guess what? He's dead. Movie over.
Yeah, I mean,
Dun, dun, dun.
So
that was his thing. Just like Vulture's biggest complaint was that, Tony Stark and his crew fucked up his cash flow.
So my rebuttal to that is, what is Mysterio's motivations in the comics to fight Spider-Man the very first time?
He's a Hollywood stuntman.
Yeah.
robbing banks.
I'm asking the Oathbreaker. What's his motivation for fighting Peter Parker in the comics?
Before Stitch said that, I couldn't actually recall his exact motivations. But what I did know, though, is that it didn't relate directly in terms of all the cartoons I've seen with Mysterio. It never relate, and comics. It's never related to Tony Stark's.
Well, yeah, I got a better question for you, old Ninja. Who would you consider Rey Mysterio to be the Rogues Gallery in? Peter Parker or Iron Man?
Well, he's not. So in this film, he's not a rogue against Iron Man.
That'd be Peter Parker.
He is Peter Parker, but his reasons in the comics are kind of stupid
Well,
for why
his
he fights
reason,
Spider-Man.
His reason doesn't matter.
But he has reasons in the film.
Well, I know, but what I'm saying though is that if he's a Spider-Man villain, why is he coming out calling out Iron Man in the movie?
He fights Spider-Man.
Well, I understand that in the absence of fucking Iron Man, why even bring up Iron Man?
Iron Man's
That
dead.
seems kind of stupid. Like they keep putting. It's the reason why I don't like the latest Spider-Man movies, because they keep putting emphasis on Iron Man when they're fucking Spider-Man movies. Like in Iron Man movies, they talk about, oh, I heard the Hulk did some shit, so I'm gonna fuck you up. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, that's one of my
In the
problems,
world that
but
they
go
have
ahead.
built and everything in this MCU universe, I mean, Tony is essentially, I guess, the son in
Yeah.
terms of how they
I agree.
created it.
I agree.
And everything.
But
Now,
she should
you
be
know,
though.
Yes.
I mean,
you're right. But however, Mysterio's motivations to fight Spider-Man in the comics is retarded. They're changing it in the film gives it a stronger. He gets a stronger origin in the film.
What Ninja I think is trying to say is that it doesn't translate over into today's time or whatever his origin story.
That's fine, but still, you can make the origin story be about Spider-Man. That's not about Tony Stark. Listen, they do not do this kind of shit in any other fucking MCU movie. In none of them.
Thor and Ant-Man.
They don't talk
Captain
about
America.
What I'm saying is they don't. Huh?
I mean, we can go flip page by page in the Infinity Gauntlet book, and we're different.
That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is we don't have the villain from a Spider, like say in a fucking Captain America movie. You don't see any characters in a Captain America movie hop in that's a villain. It's like, you know what? Fuck Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Or fuck the Hulk. Because it won't make any fucking sense, right? Because it's a fucking Captain America movie. And that's the reason why I don't know why they shit on him low-key like this so much. It's fucking stupid.
They're shitting on who?
Spider-Man.
Peter Parker. Peter Parker has to bet. We've all agreed with this. This is universally true. We've all agreed that in Marvel history, as a solo character, Spider-Man has the best rogues gallery. You could even argue that his rogues gallery rivals Batman's.
Yes, of course. That's totally true.
That's just facts, right? We all agree with that. He has a much better rogues gallery solo than Iron Man. I mean, Blue's gonna do his thing. But I mean, I had that. It wasn't huge with Homecoming in terms of Vulture, but Vulture was very crystal clear. Hey, kid, I kind of like you, but fuck that motherfucker Tony. In this one, Mysterio's like, Peter Parker, you're not all that bad. Fuck Tony Stark, though, man. I can't stand it. Even though he's dead, fuck him. I mean, that's literally what his sentiment was in this.
No, his sentiment was he was mad that Peter was gifted the technology. I mean, he can't be mad at fucking the dude that's dead or whatever. He thinks it's bullshit that his hard-earned fucking creation that he fucking invented and put all whatever. I mean, yeah, it was shitted on by Tony Stark or whatever, but instead of giving it to him, he gives it to this non-deserving fucking kid who can't even fucking keep it in his pocket at a fucking bar or whatever. So he grows to get pissed at him for having it and shit like that.
That's still. They need to have actual Spider-Man villains where their main motivation is against Spider-Man.
Vulture has essentially been turned into now. I mean, obviously Tony is dead or whatever. Vulture's in jail, rotting or whatever, and cooking up a plan with Scorpion or whatever. Based on
he?
Well, that's the guy. That's what happened at the very end of the first one.
Well, the reason why I say Izzy with a question mark on that is because in this, I thought that we all thought that they were leading up to Sinister Six, like teaming up shit. So there's none of that in this.
Because after 2 films, did we know after
in this movie there's none of it, and they hinted at it in the first one. I would have liked to have seen some more hints that yes, we're getting Scorpion and Vulture and other Sinister Six people teaming up, and there's none of that in this.
Did we receive any sort of Thanos fucking Infinity Gauntlet shit at the end of Iron Man 1? Or was it Captain? No.
Sorry, where are you going?
I'm saying we just praised Infinity War for a 15-year fucking universe that they built up over 15 years, and now we're upset because after 2 solo Spider-Man films,
actually,
where's the Sinister Six?
You're totally wrong with your argument about Thanos, because yes, they did in the first fucking Captain America with the fucking Infinity Stone. So anybody that reads comics understands that the Infinity Stones go back to Thanos. So in the first movie, I was like, we're gonna get Thanos, it'd be cool if we did, and they kept fucking hinting to it, and they kept getting more and more Infinity Stones, and eventually we got to see Thanos.
That was at the very end of Iron Man 1?
No, in Iron Man, not in Iron Man, I'm sorry, in Captain America, that's when they started doing the whole, with the Tesseract. That was in the first one. Yeah. That's an Infinity Stone.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that one, but we're talking about, I was mentioning Iron Man.
Yeah, but they started off like way early.
But then, I mean, like what Stitch is saying, like at the end of even in Homecoming, they have like a bunch of the Sinister Six crew in there. Like they have Shocker, they have Scorpio, they have Scorpion, and they have Vulture.
You asked for his sign.
Hey, what's your sign? Oh, I'm a Taurus. You look like a Gemini. But you spin that web.
It's not a huge deal breaker. It's just I would have appreciated a few more hints because I thought we were going to get some hints. Did you expect to get something other than just Mysterio?
I'm glad I was extremely happy to see something new on film because I am tired of Green Goblin. I'm tired.
Sure.
If they are going Sinister Six, I want Goblin to be the last one because I'm worn out of fucking Goblin.
Well, it's
or
like the
whatever.
Superman syndrome, where it's always the fucking same 3 guys.
Yeah.
It's usually,
Like, what
it's
the
usually Zod, Lex Luthor, and Zod.
So I was
usually that.
excited to see how they put like a silly fucking character with a fucking fishbowl helmet and make it work. And I think that they really fucking did. In terms of like someone that you would laugh at. Like it's fucking 2019. You're gonna have a fucking guy who's supposed to be some scary villain with a fucking bowl on his fucking head. Like we were supposed to take that shit seriously, and I thought it worked or whatever.
I thought it worked very well.
No, we'll go. I guess maybe into like the fight scenes and stuff like that because I thought like the main fight scene where he has to use his Peter Tingle and stuff like that.
Boy. Tell people what Peter Tingle is.
Oh man,
That was on Aunt May referring to his spider sense because they didn't go into his slow motion lines going across his head that you want. You want the Spider-Man for Dummies effect.
Which
Oh,
proves
you mean the way Spider-Man is actually
Yeah,
portrayed in every other kind of media?
which
in a
proves
book.
something.
Okay.
Which proves something.
And on movies too.
Which proves something.
They went to slow down time
which
in
proves
the Sam
something
Raimi.
from 4 years ago or 4 films ago.
Well,
which
even
is, we talked about it a bunch of times. Both Civil War and Homecoming really didn't demonstrate any Spidey sense. He didn't quite have his Spidey sense.
He hasn't mastered it. It exists. We've already gone over this. I've time-stamped it.
Not
I
in
can
those
put-
movies. I mean, we've seen this. But I will even say for this
still
one,
think-
even
yeah.
for this one, initially, and Aunt May comments on it directly, it's not something that, like you said, that he's mastered, but that he's even able to control, and we're so many years post the spider bite. This is very different.
we're not that many years after.
We don't know.
No,
We don't know. Yeah.
So when he shows
We're
up
not,
in
we're
Civil
not years
War,
away from the spider bite?
no, we're at most 2 years away. At most.
Well, you know the snap, too.
Is
It's-
that years?
That would be
Well, but
That was
a couple
so
of
when
years.
he says he's what 16 in Far From Home.
So at least 2 years.
How old was he? He wasn't 14 in Civil War. He was like maybe 15.
Well, in Civil War, he
in
only
high
had his
school.
spider sense for like 6 months.
Yeah.
So
So
Yeah, it had
Included
already
that.
been 6-8 months.
Yeah.
But he-
So I'm not arguing with you. I'm saying so if it's approximately, the math is kind of funny on the timeline, but approximately 2 years. Does that sound fair?
That's still years.
I want to say maybe a year.
Jesus Christ.
what
Really?
how old is he in Civil War? He says how old he is then, and then Far From Home he says he's 16. He's not 14 in Civil War. He's at least 15.
Well, they're fucking up his age then because, listen, from the events of Civil War to now should have been at least fucking 3 years. At least 3 fucking years. Seriously.
I think you could split the difference and say approximately 2 full years. Approximately. In any event, even if it's only a year and a half, I won't quibble with you over that bullshit. It's been a long time since the spider bite, and that's a very different set of like delay for powers coming that are traditionally Spidey's powers almost immediately, right?
I don't have a problem with him developing developing and learning how to use his powers and his senses or whatever. He gets bit, it becomes Spider-Man, whatever, overnight. I don't believe that all of a sudden he's gonna master it in a fucking couple months. It's like being a fucking going through puberty and shit.
It is, but I
You
love
can't
how
control when your dick got hard when you were 14 for
in Into the Spider-Verse, so we get, at least for me, maybe this is too
we're
close
comparing a
to...
cartoon
I know.
to a fucking we can't,
thought
we can't
there was
do
some
that. We
masterpiece.
can't do it is a great, but we can't compare a cartoon to how a human and how someone in a story written
Why the
acting
fuck
with
not?
Those Spider-Man movies, man. I mean, why can't we?
Oh, you talking about Into Spider-Verse?
Yeah.
Why can't we compare the two?
one requires actors and people, and the other one
The
you
other
can
one's those
draw.
too.
One
Voice
requires
actors aren't people?
one requires like chemistry and people interacting with humans on
It's
film
the
and
same
shit.
thing on voice actors. What are you talking
Movies.
about?
No, stop.
movies.
I'm not gonna.
You're being ridiculous, guys.
I got some.
Spidey movies can't be compared.
Here's a clown mask for you. This is my
Yeah.
Spider-Man clown mask.
I
You can
like
wear
Miles
this.
Morales. Thank you.
You can wear a Spider-Man
Thank
clown
you.
mask. or
So
whatever.
those of you who can't watch this right now, Stitch just pulled out a Miles Morales mask and handed it to the Oathbreaker. So there you
Yeah,
go.
I mean, look, we're all gonna differ on this slightly. There's no doubt about it. Let me ask you this though. This is the first Spidey movie, even including Spider-Verse, the animated one, that's out of New York.
I don't understand. How the fuck do you not consider? Why is there a difference for you?
Why is there a difference between how an animated story is portrayed versus using real live action people?
What? Yeah, one can be better than the other. Like seriously.
I enjoy Spider-Verse for it being Spider-Verse.
Okay.
I was just saying, like, oh, this should have been more like Spider-Verse when one is animated. That's
I'd say
just
more.
it's,
But you can.
Well, you know,
compare
wait,
the
you
You
know,
realize that
it's-
the live action ones have a lot of fucking
Animation,
parts
yeah.
in it.
It's
Like,
not
what the fuck?
CGI.
CGI.
real person swinging.
it's
You know it's not really him in the suit most of the time, right?
yes.
Okay.
I can't even believe we're having this.
Me too.
It's like, I mean, it would be like Blue comparing like his favorite animated Batman movie
all
or
the
show
time.
versus the
Don't you do that though,
Dark
Blue?
Knight or whatever.
I do that.
But just saying one should have been more like the animated series.
We've done that on this show.
I've done that a lot, especially with I even if you go to our YouTube channel, I took Kevin Conroy's voice and laid it over what's the name in the Dark Knight, Kristen Bell in Dark Knight, and it's fucking amazing. Check it out. It's probably like our number 3 watch video.
I'll do you one better. I compare the PS4 game with Spider-Verse and these movies too.
Yeah,
Any
yeah,
Spider-Man
If his story's good, the story's
media,
good.
I'm like,
You're
let's
going
compare.
off the rails.
Sorry.
Actually, I do compare definitely games to movies, especially the Aliens versus Predator shit, because the games have way better stories than the films.
Well, and usually the movies are better than the live action is better than the animated ones. Usually,
Yeah.
except for the DC. We don't talk about that right now. But it's still fair to say that Into the Spider-Verse is still the best Spider movie, at least for me.
Yeah,
Most people.
I mean, it knocked it out of the park. But I mean, we'll go back to this one. New York versus he was all over Europe.
Yeah,
All
he's
over
the
the
Yeah,
spot.
I was cool. I mean, it was nice to see a different city. I mean, we've talked about like how Ant-Man took place in like San Francisco. Same with Venom took place in San Francisco. It was cool to see like different locales or whatever than like constantly being hit over the head with New York, New York, New York. So I enjoyed it. I mean, even in Homecoming where we see pretty much Peter being in Queens rather than in the other movies where he's constantly in Manhattan, just able to swing freely from skyscraper to skyscraper or whatever. So I enjoyed him going to Europe and everything and trying to balance his high school life and trying to do kid shit or whatever when all this other real world shit's going on.
I mean,
That's kind of what he always has been doing as a character. Has he not? Trying to get home in time for dinner with Aunt May and blah blah blah, so she doesn't find out. Is that?
we got to come back to Aunt May. But the one thing I would say that was a distinction with this one is Spidey's motivation that he says, not Prodigy's words, Peter Parker's words.
Who's Prodigy?
Are I really want to be on a European vacation and give my red bone this jewelry.
He did.
That was his stated motivation.
Okay.
That seemed like a drastic difference from the Spider-Man video games and other movies in a lot of ways.
He wanted a little break.
He got dusted a couple months ago. All his friends and his family got dusted, and he wanted to just be a kid for a
wanted
break.
to tell the girl that he's infatuated with that he's into her.
Yeah.
And maybe
Oh,
slip her some Spidey dick.
Did you have this issue with Kristen Dunst and anything when Parker's prancing around with a ring and trying to go check her out on her Broadway performance and everything? Was that a
No, because
problem for
I
motivation?
feel like in all of the Toby and Andrews, and is it okay if I compare the Toby Andrew and then the Tom Holland?
They're
all right.
They're live people, yes.
Oh, okay,
They're
I'm just making sure. I
organic
need to
people,
know your
yes.
rules. I need
Okay.
to know your rules. But in those movies, I felt like his motivation was being, in a lot of ways, he wanted still the girl. Don't get me wrong, but his motivation was not just the girl. It was about the whole responsibility thing and truly being a superhero, more so than I need to give my red bone jewelry.
It seemed like he was
Yeah.
just non-stop after Kristen Dunst in 1, 2, and 3. That's
Not that
all
he didn't want to fuck the shit out of Kristen Dunst. I'm saying I don't think that was his sole
He
motivation.
put the suit up for a while because he was trying to.
He threw
the suit
Toby.
away.
Toby threw the suit away and put it in the trash. So
Wait,
what
did
the
he-
So what
fuck?
are you talking about?
But he still the motivation for the movies themselves with Toby and Andrew did not seem to be I want to give my girl jewelry. It seemed to be more about the balancing of responsibility and being a superhero
Giving jewelry.
as his motivation.
He wanted to
Wait, no,
propose
didn't he-
to the one.
Didn't he throw the suit away because he was losing his powers? Like he lost his
Yeah,
power
it's-
started
it's 'cause of-
fading.
It's because of Venom, right? I thought.
But that
'cause
third
he got
one,
the
the
symbiote,
third
yeah.
one I try to ignore
No, I
in
watched it once.
my memories.
Second one.
His main I don't know why everybody's even arguing about this, but his main motivation was because his uncle died.
Yeah, no shit. But he doesn't have an uncle in this world in the MCU.
Well,
He has a daddy, a pimp daddy with an eye.
His name is Toby.
Yeah. I mean, and that
Toby Spark.
His name is
Tony.
Tony. Yeah.
Toby
And
Spark.
Tony Stank.
it's a change. You're either gonna like it, like it sounds like you do, and it sounds like you do too, old ninja. But I don't like that per se with him.
I don't perceive that his motivations was just to
Smash.
smash his red bone and give her some broken jewelry.
Did he literally say that though? Am
He
I tripping?
does, but he,
Okay.
what else does he say to
You were
Mysterio?
15, right?
Yeah.
What were you trying to do when you were 15?
I was trying to save the universe, goddamn, but I had
you weren't.
underoos on.
See, here's
lie.
the thing though. Even though you said that, he also says to Mysterio about what he wants to be about being a superhero, whose image who he wants to live up to.
His God, Tony.
No, the Avengers, because he wanted to be an Avenger and he wanted to make sure
Bruh.
that he lived up to one.
Bruh, you gonna stop right there with your.
Does he not
with
say
your-
this or
you're,
what?
You're a lot.
He doesn't believe what people say. We went
No,
over
no,
this
no,
with
no,
Cardi
that's
B.
true.
Let's be very clear. His God is Tony,
Oh my.
Here we
and
go.
he does believe that Tony basically is the Avengers in a lot of ways. Tony was the one who knighted him as an Avenger, and he was like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna nut in my fucking suit." Come on now. Let's be real.
But then his legacy,
Blue, am I full of shit on that or no?
Blue.
Yeah. I feel like you're telling the truth. Let me
his
let me hit up Maury and see what the results.
Yeah, but his legacy was also about can he live up to that? But he also wants to have a break. He wants to kind of, like you said, balance. He wants to balance.
Yeah.
What's wrong
That's
with
what-
taking a vacation?
Literally,
Heroes
Spider-Man
can't take vacations?
Yeah.
Or what?
That's what he tries to do in the comics and in all the movies. He's trying to balance his regular, normal life
Yes.
with superhero shit that happens in every.
And I feel like
film.
But
it
once
seems
the
like you're
shit
focusing
but
on
once
one
the shit hits
versus
the
the
fan,
other.
once the shit hits the fan, typically in all of Spider-Man's lore and all superhero lore, shit hits the fan. There's bad guys destroying cities. People need saving. It's all about that.
That's what
Right?
happens. But once
Except
that thread
in
is
3
done,
when he was just like, fuck it.
once
But
that
no,
thread
because
is
wait, if you rewind the tape, the whole reason why Spider-Man wants to be Spider-Man is because he was at a wrestling event, the bad guy got away, and he let him go away, and that guy ended up killing his uncle. So his repercussion from that is that I gotta stop bad guys from doing stuff because if I don't, bad stuff is gonna happen. So
Listen to this.
he's constantly on the alert to be a
So,
fucking hero.
This happens in the
He doesn't
film.
take time
The
off.
Hence the
problem
line, heavy
is,
is the head that wears the crown.
also, once they feel like crisis is averted, he wants to go back, and that's when he finds out that something's amiss.
He knows because Fury and the crew has articulated very clearly there are threats still outstanding to this world related to what Mysterio's talking about, man. You know, we don't have to go all the way diving into
Yeah,
the
so
details.
if,
It
that's
is what
if
it
that was
is.
the case, then why did he care when he gave up the Edith? If he was just like, fine, I'm done with it, or whatever.
That's what he seemed to say.
Because he's got, then the movie would have been over.
All right, we need to go on to the next subject. We're talking about the same shit for like
Well-
fucking damn near 45 minutes now.
Yeah.
One thing I just want to add. So I saw there was an article that was talking about how the guy who played Fisk in Daredevil
Yeah.
wants to be in the Spider-Man movie.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
I think that he would be perfect for the movie franchise as
Well,
well
it is
as TV
Fisk.
series.
Daredevil
But-
is also a Spidey villain.
Yeah, but Daredevil is also very like kind of R-rated in the Netflix universe. A lot of blood, a lot of cussing. So
But yeah, just having the guy who plays Fisk play Fisk in the MCU.
I mean, that'd be
MCU
great.
movie would be fucking cool.
however, I mean, there's rumors about that a different villain would take center stage very soon. So if that happens, we will find out next week. We'll find
What-
out at Comic-Con because they have Marvel has Hall H. So.
Well, I also heard that there is talks of this is all speculation or rumorville, but they're talking about the Defenders showing up in the MCU movies.
That'd be nice.
I've heard
We've
that
been
one.
talking about that for
Yeah,
a long
but this is like
time.
something recently, and I guess they're gonna announce it at San Diego Comic-Con or not.
Hopefully.
We'll see.
We'll see.
I mean, they have
be there
All
long.
H. They're gonna be there for a minute.
Wait,
Me and Old Ninja will be there.
Did you guys ever finish Jessica Jones?
No,
Shit,
I did
no.
not.
I'm watching Stranger Things right now.
I watched 2
'Cause
episodes. I quit.
It,
Could
it,
not do it.
yeah, you didn't like what's her name, huh? The girl.
It's more
Trish?
I feel like I'm turning a prodigy with this whole anti-girl power.
Oh,
They
God
are hitting
dang.
it- They are
fucking
hitting
dumb.
it heavy with that, and I'm just like, tone it. You gotta tone it down.
With just a little bit
Like,
of,
be a little bit subtle with it.
just a quick spoiler. They kind of ended with there maybe possibly being another season. So maybe I'm not sure if it's gonna be on Netflix or on Disney Plus.
Yeah, that means when they were making it, they didn't know they were canceled yet.
Yeah, because
That's all
it
I
ain't gonna be on Netflix.
Mm.
That ship has sailed.
Yeah.
I do like the one character. Was it
Malcolm?
Malcolm.
The black
That's
guy.
the
Yeah.
weekend.
The
Power
weekday.
Ranger. I-
The
yeah.
weekday.
Power Ranger?
Yeah. Oh, he is a Power
What
Ranger.
Power Ranger?
He's a red Power Ranger, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed him in the 2 episodes that I watched.
Yeah.
and everything. I was like, they can spin off with him rather than give me this Trish bullshit.
God dang.
The black detective.
Yeah,
Black
he's-
detective?
Yeah, he's the fixer now.
Yeah, the fixer.
All right, we'll spit away from Spider-Man.
All right,
Wait,
moving the
numbers.
fuck on.
Numbers, real quick. What numbers y'all giving it? Rate.
6-3 for me.
I'll go 9-4.
I'm giving this an 8.0.
Paul ran the gamut.
All right.
And they made all the monies, like I said.
It made a
Moving-
bunch of money.
Moving the fuck on. That took way too much fucking time. Did y'all hear about the Walking Dead comic ending and the controversy?
Yep.
I heard it ending. What's the controversy?
Huge controversy.
What's
So
that?
I was not aware. So when I heard that it ended. What did you guys assume when they said that the comic was ending?
I thought there was
That
going to be.
Kirkman was
I thought
done.
I thought they're going to slowly fade it out and
Yeah.
end in August, but that's not what happened.
That's what I assumed too.
I thought we mentioned it. They just cut it off and we're just like,
It was even worse than that. So apparently, what had happened was so I don't know. Comic books usually get shipped like earlier in the week, and they usually get to the comic shops on like a Tuesday afternoon. You know, they get delivered, so they get set up for on Wednesday. But they announced that it was getting canceled on I think Monday, and it was like done. Like that was the last issue, and none of the comic shops knew.
And it's one of the most popular comics, just to put that out in context.
Yes, and if they would have known, they would have bought more of it. And so
Yeah.
what happened was there was like a huge scramble to get the last comic because it's already going for like a lot of money on eBay. And so there was like literally comic shop owners going to other comic shops trying to buy up like all their inventory
Wow.
and all that shit. And people were pissed because they were like, "What the fuck? You're ending this, and you knew it was gonna end, but you didn't tell anybody beforehand." So it was like a huge controversy with like all these comic book shop owners.
who is that Kirkman's?
I think it's
Who-
Image's
or is
fault.
that
That'd be
Image?
Image.
Okay.
It's
Image
Image.
makes the decision, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
why did they do this?
Yeah,
That's
Image
I
just
have no
decided to
fucking idea. It's jacking up the prices for the resale market, but it doesn't make any sense for. I think they did it wrong because if they had just notified the shop owners beforehand, they would have gotten appropriate inventory.
Dude, they could have done a 3 to 5 issue run up to the final Walking Dead, and it would have been a
Yeah.
huge monster
It
hit.
doesn't make any sense. I mean, for Kirkman, it doesn't really matter because he has a couple of comic books out right now that are good. What is it? Oblivion Song is really good, and he has one or two other ones.
Yeah, but I mean, those
Except
aren't
for
pushing the
Walking Dead.
units like Walking
No,
Dead is a
no.
monster.
But it had to end sometime. But the end it like this, like it's basically like, it's like ending somebody's life with like putting bleach behind a toilet when they're taking a shit, and they just die slowly on the shitter,
very
and nobody
specific.
knew. It's just like, dude, what the fuck? It's pretty fucked up.
Man, bleach beyond it. I'm confused. I don't even.
You won't
miss
even. You'll just die on the toilet. If
Like
you just
bleach?
leave bleach out, maybe you'll smell it, but
Oh,
you're in a
okay.
very small closed environment.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so you're basically suffocating.
You're just suffocating.
Okay.
It's a pretty fucked up way to die.
But you used to read it, Stitch, right?
Yeah, I took a break from it after a little while. Unfortunately, the show. I would read the books, then let the show catch up, and then I lost interest in the show completely. So I still need to catch up on the books. But the books were amazing. It does kind of. When I got the news, I was a little bit shocked by it. But I am curious to see how they did wrap it up. If it was wrapped up neatly, or if they just
Couldn't have been.
yeah, that's why I'm like, did they know or whatever? It was just like
You have to wait for the
their
second
key
edition.
cards weren't
Did they-
fucking
did they have
working
a-
at the office. Or?
Well, no, Kirkman's still writing for Image. I mean, Oblivion Song, which I read the latest one today. It's good. It's your comic.
I like that one as well, but wow, this is shocking. It's really shocking. Is the AMC show officially done?
Oh, well, they're gonna have spin-offs, so
Yeah,
they
yeah.
still have plenty of shit they can write about. So.
Man, it's been a long time since I watched Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Like the TV side.
It's like 2 years.
We haven't even
Yeah, I
we
stopped
haven't talked
watching
about
it
it in a while. Like I didn't even get to the point when Rick left.
Wow.
Like the
Yeah,
last
I'm
last
not
scene I
there
saw
either.
was like the jungle
that's
or
right,
the
yeah.
jungle. not
Wasn't even
jungle.
that far. My
Junkyard people.
mine ended with I guess the junkyard folks.
Yeah,
and
the
then,
Junkyard
like,
people was like, what the fuck is this?
No, you're talking about the I forget her name.
Savages people.
Yeah, but I did it when what's her name? Sonequa Jones. Sonequa.
Oh, Sonequa Martin Green.
Yeah, when she basically decided to become a zombie. And,
Yeah.
Oh, and try to kill.
Because she
yeah.
left to be on Discovery.
Of course.
Yeah, it's a great show, by the way. Better than Walking Dead. But yeah, that's a pretty fucked up way for it to end a comic, especially an epic comic like that.
Yeah. We'll find out maybe years down the road. Maybe there'll be some news or some rumor mill after San Diego.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
All right.
Maybe have a spinoff like the Walking Alive people.
God damn. What are you doing?
They already talked about spinoffs. So
The Running Dead.
all right, so who else? Who else has watched Stranger Things?
I've watched it. I've
finished
completed
it today.
I completed.
I'm on the last episode.
I'm gonna let y'all do Stranger
haven't
Things.
watched
I haven't done it at
Are
all.
you
but-
gonna watch
but
it?
I am going to. So y'all do it. Go ahead.
Well, I guess I won't give too much away, but it's really fucking good.
Yes.
Like so far, there's more like scary shit in this one than in all the other ones.
Yeah.
Pretty
There was like
gory.
parts where I was like, "Whoa, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
Like, dude.
And the nostalgia, man. Every episode had me
Yeah.
like, "Fuck, I remember that lifestyle." Like,
Yeah.
they're like, it kind of takes place inside of a mall, and just like they brought back stores that I haven't seen
Hot
in like
dog
a
on a
long.
stick.
Yeah, hot dog on a stick.
Well, Hot Dog on a
JC
Stick
Penney's.
is still around. There's one
Orange-
at New Park.
Orange
Yeah.
Julius.
Orange
Yeah,
Julius.
Orange Juice. They brought back Sam Goody.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Sam Goody was like 3 different stories. It was Sam Goody, then they got
Like
bought out
Circuit
by
City or
Warehouse Music, and then
Warehouse,
it
yeah.
became something else after that.
Tower
And I was like,
Records.
I remember
maybe.
the good guys.
Oh shit!
Oh,
it
yeah,
might have
Good
been.
Guys, yeah.
There was no good guys there, but there's just a bunch of shit that I was like, holy shit!
But, like-
this is straight up 80s.
Like the music that they have in this was like spot on. Like they show
Yeah.
like movie like the posters that are on the walls and stuff like that. It was like, damn,
Yeah.
I fucking remember that shit.
They had like cult classic like
Yes.
films like around the time that they actually came out, like the movie The Stuff. They had Back to the Future. They had a bunch
Even
of other
on like,
like
the marquee, it says like Cocoon and
yeah,
like,
yeah,
movies
Mark,
and stuff
yeah.
like that.
I was
So
just
they-
like, wow, I forgot about
Yeah.
these fucking
Well,
movies.
it's
They
funny
went into
because
detail.
when the one guy Steve was when they were watching Back to the Future, what's funny about that, at least to me, was that like they were talking about casting him to play like Marty McFly in like the Back to the Future remake.
Nope, no remakes.
I know, hell no fucking remake. But I just thought it was funny that they had that scene on there and they had him watching it, and just the fact that he was supposed to be Marty McFly in the remake.
Did you hear? I guess they had that sort of controversy about, I guess Hopper smoking.
He's not the only
Oh,
one.
no, that was-
hella people smoke.
They
yeah, well-
smoked back then.
Well,
Yeah.
I agree.
Like
But I'm
this,
just saying, did you
correct.
guys? See, I guess
Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw
Netflix
Netflix
it.
is trying to
Stop.
tone
Fuck
that.
those
Yeah.
weak ass bitches, man. Get the fuck
I'm
out
so
here.
confused because it's a gory season. There's some legit gore
Yeah,
in this,
but
and you're
fuck a
worried about
cigarette.
a fucking cigarette.
Yeah.
Someone smoking. I was like, what?
This is the 3rd season of him smoking.
Yeah,
What are we talking about?
Well, not just him, like everybody's done smoke.
yeah, like he
Winona,
smokes,
yeah.
Winona smokes.
But people smoked back then.
yeah,
Yeah, it's the 80s.
Like a lot.
Yeah, it's not. And it's to this day, it's still not illegal.
yeah.
No,
I mean,
it's a
back
normal
then,
thing.
for some of you millennials, they actually had smoking sections.
Yeah, which made no fucking sense.
In almost every restaurant.
Yeah,
At
like
some places-
Denny's had a smoking restaurant that still crept into the non-smoking fucking area. There's hella shit.
That's the way
back
smoke
then.
works.
I tell you,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what though. To this, maybe not to this day, but up until maybe this day, if I go to like a state where you can smoke indoors, and like at a bar or something, I might buy a pack of cigarettes just to have one fucking cigarette
One drag.
to smoke it in. Because I used to be a smoker,
Oh,
and it's like being able to like smoke wherever the fuck you want. It's like this is fucking cool as shit.
I remember Louisiana changed
Hey,
it maybe
Vegas
like 4
let you
years
smoke?
ago.
Yeah,
It was like
yeah, Vegas does.
they were pretty late on
Well, none of
getting with it.
I know in the casinos they don't let you smoke anymore.
yeah, they do.
Nah, not.
Well, it depends on 2 things. One, which hotel you're at,
Okay.
and the other one is some of them have designated smoking areas.
Yeah, yeah. Because
Some,
I know
there are some that let you smoke wherever.
I remember the first time I went to Vegas as a kid. We were walking through Circus, and like
Smoke.
the smoke. This was like, oh god, it was like
That constant
1990 or something like that. So it was like walking through fucking cloud of smoke. It was like walking through fucking fog, and it made me so fucking sick that once we got to like the buffet, I puked
Damn.
all on the fucking table. I was sick our entire trip just because of how much
Damn.
fucking cigarette smoke it was.
Because assholes like me.
All right, Stranger Things.
It's I
mean-
enjoyed it. It's a really good season. We'll go into depth on it
Next week?
probably next
No,
week.
there
Whenever
is no
it
next
finishes.
week.
The fucking yeah. Well,
I mean, y'all.
Next week and a half or
we
whatever the heck
we
you're
could
gonna do.
technically still do it.
Yeah, that's true.
We
figure
can.
it out.
I actually know We have to do it like a Thursday or shit.
Oh,
you're
yeah,
right.
because
because it's
we're traveling, and we'll
Tuesday?
be at an event at the time.
Yeah, it's
Tuesday,
preview night.
day before.
Well, the next episode of
Yeah,
Well, oh,
next episode.
yeah.
We'll get you an
Schematics.
episode. It might be just me and Old Ninja talking to me. Probably my brother, the fireman. Maybe we'll talk some shit. We'll get you something out next week.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, I mean, you guys gonna be covering Comic-Con, so it's gonna be a lot of work.
If
a lot of fun
I mean,
content.
if we do pull it off on a Tuesday, we'd all be here. I would imagine.
Or even if we talk about it in 2 weeks or whatever, we'll go into depth about it and everything. But I enjoyed it.
I really enjoyed the season.
A lot of interesting points and plot points and stuff we'll talk about without giving too much away.
Well, what I love about the season is that it goes from like really fun kind of popish type storytelling from like the 80s to like what the fuck is going on, why is there so much gore and shit's all fucked up. And it's just like the way that they switch from that to that, it makes it that much fucking scarier when you're watching it, because you're going from like this bubblegum ass fucking story between like 11 and
Mike.
Will and Mike, and you're like, oh, it's so cute. And then it's like all of a sudden there's these fucking things that are getting ripped apart and recombining in this fucking creature
Tentacles
and
and
shit.
shit.
Yeah,
Tentacle
it's
rape.
like, dude,
And you got fucking
Tentacle
Russians
rape.
and shit.
not-
Oh man, you
not
got
in a good way. Yeah.
Tentacle rape.
I was like, so you know what's crazy? Like I don't like to give anything away, but like the monster that's in it, you watched it.
Yeah.
That's like how. Did you watch The Expanse?
No.
Oh shit, you're missing like one of the best sci-fi shows ever. But like that level of gore was supposed to be like in The Expanse.
Alright.
It's actually even kind of worse in The Expanse. It's supposed to be like body parts detaching and like walking on their own and shit like that, and like recombining and other shit. It's like fucking crazy.
That sounds like some Doom shit.
But yeah, basically, it was all fucked
This
up.
monster
in
was
the books.
scary.
Yeah, this monster was
legit
fucked up.
scary.
What's funny about the season though is that like it's that time. It makes me think of when I remember. It makes me think of when I was a kid, where like, yeah, you and your friends, like, you guys just hang out all the fucking time,
Yep.
sleepovers and this and that, until they discover girls. And you got that one friend. It's like, dude, come on, let's go play some D&D. And everybody's like, nah, I'm gonna call on my girl real quick. You know, I'm missing her. Like, I'm gonna go make kissy face with her and shit like that. Like that shit was so funny because it made me think about when I was a kid. Like, yeah, like once girls came into our life, like shit just fucking changed.
Yeah, there's a lot of like dynamics in the show that I wasn't prepared for. There's a lot of story. There's like 3 main plots that feel like they're so far apart. But as you keep watching, it all comes all together at the fucking end.
Yeah,
And I'm
that's
like,
true.
how the fuck did they do this with all these fucking characters? There's a shit ton of characters in this fucking series.
I like how they turned an asshole into like a decent person. The one who plays Max's brother,
Oh,
like that guy was a fucking dick in season 2.
I mean, that's
and we got a little understanding of his like why he was that way, but then like
yeah, but it's questionable
I still think
whether
he's a
he's a
dick.
good person or not. So
Well,
kinda-
throughout the whole, I can't give in.
Yeah.
Like, we can't talk about that part.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. He always reminded me of the guy from High School Musical.
Zac
Zac
Efron?
Efron. He looks like Zac Efron. He hell looks like Zac Efron. But no, I thought he well at the end he had a redemption, which I liked about it.
All right. Should we move on? Because the more we talk about, we don't start giving shit away.
There we go.
yeah.
Can we talk about this concert that does anyone know about the Afro Future Fest?
Oh jeez, I think I put this on there.
Yeah,
Did I?
was this in Canada or was this in the States?
That was in fucking Detroit, bro.
Oh, it was in Detroit. I thought this was someone said it was in Toronto or some
they're
shit.
nice in Toronto. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, apparently not. When they had the parade, they were shooting at the parade.
Yeah,
so.
well, they wouldn't talk about this. They wouldn't have this kind of shit in Toronto.
We'll say what it is.
I don't know the whole details.
Okay, so there was a artist. I forget her fucking name. But she was basically invited to go to this Afro Future Fest, and she dropped out because she found out that they were charging white people double the amount of people of color. Like there was literally like a thing on there where it said person of color. It was $10, and then like if you're non people of color, it was like
$20.
$20. I was like, and so she dropped out. It was like a huge thing. And it's like, how the fuck did they even try to? Who the fuck thought of that? And how the fuck did it get through every level of fucking people that thought it was a good idea?
that's a good idea.
Yeah, it's so fucking stupid. It's a good idea.
I'm like, how does someone not get indicted on some shit like this?
It's literally fucking illegal.
Of course.
Yeah.
Like literally.
That's like you are advertising discrimination against certain people. It's like how the feds not roll up in this? Like, what the fuck y'all doing? I don't understand.
Yeah, and there's been some I know there was a bar. I don't know if it was in the actual states or not, but there was a bar that did that with men versus women. I think it was a lesbian bar. Or something.
Yeah, it was in America.
Yeah.
Yeah, same bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's like with what's the name of that fucking gym that for ladies only? Curves. Because remember how there was the controversy.
Charges. I think they just say men can't.
I think it was oh god. I guess I'm just thinking of sexual or not sexual harassment, but like sexual thingies where, like, for example, like Hooters. Like Hooters only, wait, what?
There's some jazzercise shit. What you?
Yeah,
talking
no,
about?
I'm thinking of like Hooters. How Hooters only hire women, and some guy went there and was like, hey,
As
you
a
know,
waitress.
Yeah, as a waitress, and he went there and applied for a job. He didn't get the job, so he sued them.
That's dumb.
Wait, did he apply as a waitress?
Yeah, he applied to be a waitress.
I mean, he
Okay.
could do that, but he wouldn't get any pay. People are going to Hooters for one thing.
It ain't the wings.
The name is on the building.
Crab
Shit
legs.
sucks.
They go for the owls.
Yeah, I mean, he could have got the job as like a cook or a bartender. I don't see why not.
But
Anyway.
he wanted to be a waiter.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
Now
He
he
waited
probably
somewhere
just
use.
did it just because he wanted to sue him.
that's probably what it is.
When
Bingo.
it comes down to it. Yeah.
That sounds like
Did he
some
really want to get
American
in that outfit?
shit.
Did he really want to get in that outfit?
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, this story was really fucked up, and I was surprised that it really happened. And I don't know, it kind of goes into like the whole like reparation area thing, you know, where some folks are. I don't know if you heard of this, but they have things where on like there's like a I forget what the fuck it's called. There's like a Facebook group to where white people can pay reparations to other black folks.
Oh.
What?
And it's
the
just like it's so
fuck?
fucking weird. And there's places where like they don't like it's a certain bar on a certain day to where people that are black don't have to pay for drinks. Somebody white will pay for it. It's just like
What the?
this
fuck?
is stupid as fuck. Like I never understood. I'm not get me wrong. Reparations like a long time ago were a great idea, but like today it seems kind of dumb. I mean, for people in my generation, it's kind of fucking stupid. But for people in like previous generations, it kind of makes sense. But
I don't know if
This
I'll.
seems like it's at
It's
least
way
for
too
me.
late.
It seems like for me this is way different from our conversation on reparations. This is
Yeah.
discrimination.
well, no, that's
Yeah.
what they're doing is they're trying to get money to like basically pay for shit that happened in the past. That's literally what they were trying to do. That's why they were charging double.
For this festival.
Yeah.
Okay, but what in practice the reason that this was illegal is because this was blatant discrimination.
Well, it is, but yeah, it doesn't make any fucking sense to me.
That's just weird to me. But yeah.
And I'm sure this shit got shut down. Right?
Well, no, they had to change their. They had to make all the tickets the same price.
Yeah. Okay.
But they should have been shut down for being fucking idiots.
Yeah. Maybe they just warned him.
Who was the artist that decided to say no? Maybe we can
Get a
give her a
fucking
shout
name.
out. She
Yeah.
sounds like she has a brain on.
She's
you
like,
know?
I believe they pointed out she's mixed race. Not that it fucking matters, but
been anybody.
I think anyone that was performing at this
little
event
jag or
should have
something?
said like, "Hey, are you sure about this? Like, what the fuck?" And that whole thing about the Facebook group about paying black people for stuff and. That just sounds weird. I mean, I get the cuckolding thing. That's one. That's a totally different thing. That's
makes
defi-
sense.
That's definitely a private thing. Yeah.
So it was,
I mean, that makes sense. But
Her name is Tiny Jag.
Okay.
oh yeah.
Okay.
I like how they put in there. She's half black.
Yeah.
But
Oh, they call her
her.
biracial.
She doesn't matter. Look, listen. Nobody called President Obama our biracial president.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Even though he was, but for you to point out something that's wrong, your ethnicity really shouldn't matter that much because that shit is wrong.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's point blank. And kudos to her.
Headlines always throw some stupid shit in their titles, so it shouldn't even fucking be in there.
Why can't we get a name on the person who decided this was a good ass idea?
Also, who runs it?
Yeah, Twitter does some good like police detective work or
They,
whatever.
they
finding
found
bodies.
the ice cream spitter.
Oh yeah, they did.
They
yeah.
did put in
Twitter
work.
does L's fucking job from Death Note. They be
Holy
finding
shit.
motherfuckers
I
in like
need-
hours.
I saw a new one today. It wasn't ice cream. It was this chick that was literally laying down on a bunch of like vegetables and was like taking vegetables off and like rubbing it all over her body and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Are you
I saw
doing?
that with the Mister. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah, I
What
seen
the
someone
fuck?
spitting in some Arizona iced tea.
Oh,
I saw that.
shit. I saw the. You see the one with the mouthwash?
So we need the Punisher to take these people out.
Right?
There is legit heavy punishment for this kind of thing.
Of
Yeah.
course there is.
Like that woman, I think she's facing up to like 20 years in prison.
Good.
Yeah.
It's like
They're
dude,
going to make an example out of her ass.
Good.
And look, I'm all for it. Prosecute to the fullest extent
I
of the
mean,
law.
hold on, 20 years is kind of a lot.
Fuck her.
Fuck him.
No, that's it's kind of a lot.
Fuck him.
Fuck
This
her.
public health issue. What if this bitch had herpes or some shit? Public health.
I fucking get that, but that's like a murder charge.
She could have. She could be HIV positive.
She could
Yeah,
be,
but if she
but
did,
you,
it's
you,
not going
you
to transfer
don't
that
know
way.
That.
I do not get. I hear where you're coming from. As much as wherever I don't know what state this was in, but whatever those laws are in that state, Florida.
Florida.
Oh, shit. Florida. She going to jail for 50 years.
No,
Yeah.
she did. What are you talking about? It's stand your lick law.
Oh, damn.
But even criminally or whatever, she's gonna get fucked civilly.
Yeah.
Whatever. If I'm the CEO of fucking Bluebell and you got motherfuckers posting licking fucking, I would be like, this is my drop in sales after this incident. These are all these people retweeting this shit. It's horrible publicity. Now I can't even sell my product or whatever. Now I gotta put safety wrappers and stuff on all my fucking ice cream because this dumbass
And
bitch.
I just want to be clear. It wasn't even just, at least for me, just the act. It was the filming it and being like, hey, ha, 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 fuck you, I can do this and get away with it.
Well,
That's
she
the
also-
part that I'm just like, no,
she also-
fuck this bitch. This bitch
She also told other
gotta
people.
suffer.
She told other people to do this too. Like she
Oh.
was telling other
There-
people, like she
inciting-
tried to make it like a challenge.
Fuck
Like,
her.
And other people were doing it.
What
I've
was the-
seen
I don't
multiple
understand-
videos.
I don't understand the point.
What would you do if you were at fucking Walmart and you just saw that? Well, we don't go to Walmart. Let's say Target.
The where?
The
I go
wild
to-
world.
Let's
I
say
go to
you
Target.
just trying to get
Target.
some fucking some cinnamon buns or whatever in the
I'm
frozen
telling-
section. You see some raggedy ass bitch licking some ice cream.
Licking all the
I
icing
think I
off.
should like, bitch, pay for this.
How hard is it for you not to just one punch man that fucking girl in the
Ooh,
face?
I don't do those things, Stitch.
I'm not
I
gonna
love
hit
women.
her. Hold on, I'll leave it to Blue. Hold on. First of all, is she over 200 pounds?
yeah, it's,
And does Blue have a baseball
Hold on.
bat?
Hold on. This motherfucker.
it's gonna Subway real good.
So
That's
hey,
not-
hold on. The podcaster formerly known as Prodigy says he loves women, and he's wearing a shirt that says Griffith did nothing wrong. If you watch anime, you know if you don't know the anime Berserk, you know how fucked up this shit is.
That was femto.
So it's like a double standard, fucking double punch to the eyes. Hearing that sentence from this motherfucker. Holy shit.
But yeah, no, I mean,
You gotta choke somebody up.
look, I got no sympathy for her. I really don't. She,
I don't
the other
either.
thing that said, she seemed like she was actually like a decently decently.
I don't care how
That don't
decent
mean
she
you
looks, still
stupid as
better.
fuck.
Well, that's why you punish her even more. You can't have cute girls doing this. Fuck them.
Bury her under the jail. I
mean-
enjoy grocery shopping.
Yeah.
Grocery shopping is a nice, peaceful freedom. When I go to Costco, Whole Foods, I don't. It's a safe place for me.
shit.
I
It
can,
should
I can
be.
look at labels. I don't gotta worry. Man, did somebody stick their dick in this?
Yeah.
I
Did
don't
someone
know.
wipe their ass with this?
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want dudes getting involved.
No.
Dudes will put fucking cum all
Yo,
up
they're like,
in
oh,
the
hold
fucking
on. They
yogurt.
show up with a little vat of cum, just pour it all in, put it back.
So can I shatter your perception about our food, like
Of
delivery
course.
system?
Yeah, go ahead.
So you know, with like products like ketchup and shit like that, there's a very acceptable amount of how many insects that could be in there.
True.
or even feces too.
Yeah,
Dead rats, all that. Any
like-
processed food. You're absolutely right. But this is
But
already
that-
processed.
yeah, and that bitch, she did some dirty ass shit.
Filming that shit like,
I'm just
aha,
saying.
look at me.
20 years seems to be a little bit heavy handed.
I mean,
Does she need
all
to go
for-
to jail? Yes. 20 years? No.
I think you scare her with that, and then you just sentence her to like 5 to 7.
Yeah. But then there was another guy.
But that should serve as a
Man.
fucking lesson to all you nasty motherfuckers out there trying to do the same shit.
What's
here's
wrong with
the
this
thing.
fucking
Here's the
generation,
thing.
man?
Here's
I
what
don't
would have
fucking
solved it
know.
all. Here's what would have solved it all. Just take the one that you fucking licked, put it in your cart afterwards.
Yeah, like
They
like,
got the
would've been
guy.
it.
They got
Well,
the
most
dude.
people-
He did that, and he showed receipts that he bought it, but he still got picked up
Oh.
or whatever.
Oh, that's fucking silly. Well, that's what you get for an internet joke.
yeah, because I was gonna say if she'd have bought it, that'd have made sense. Because
No harm,
I'm
no
pretty
foul.
sure.
Causing a public outrage. I don't care if you buying it or not. You still fucking my mind like that.
Well, no, I know, like, but no, I'm just
Shit.
saying, like, you know, I'm pretty sure all of us have gone to a grocery store and bought like maybe a bag of chips, open that bitch up while you're
Actually,
there to eat
I'm
some
classy.
and then pay.
I never have.
No.
I've never have.
I've never done that.
My mom raised
So-
me right.
Yeah.
I would have called an ass whooping in the store.
I will say this. I've done, like, if I'm in the checkout, I've opened the drink and drink part of it, but I pay for
That's it?
the product.
Mm-hmm.
I leave with the product.
You didn't shit in it?
Nah, I don't shit in it, come in it, put my dick in it, none of that. I used the product and I paid for it.
Hey, quick shout out to Tracy for smashing that like button on our YouTube channel.
Very
Oh,
nice.
there you
That's
go.
What's up, fam?
Now you're immortalized.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, shit. This bitch could have been patient 0. What the fuck?
We don't know.
Walking Dead in real fucking life because of
Yeah.
goddamn ice cream.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
Speaking of shitty ass human beings,
Oh,
did
God.
y'all see the trashy ghetto ass shit in Disneyland?
Oh my
Happiest
god.
place in the
I
world.
So-
watched that shit, and the whole time I was like, "Why is nobody choking this motherfucker out?" And it's
Yeah.
someone eventually did, but it's
Wait, it's kind of a big
Took a minute.
fucking
Way
dude.
too long.
I would have choked that dude out.
I saw 2 separate 5 or 6 minute videos.
I
thought
seen a
this guy was-
5-minute
It
video.
took 3 minutes for this dude to get choked out,
Yeah.
and he fucking put hands on 2 different women and a dude, 3 different women
yeah,
and
I
a
saw
dude.
3, a third,
And
because
they're-
there was an old one.
And they're
yeah.
all
That
in
was
the
his
same
mom.
family.
Yep.
And they're all in the same family, and there was kids involved that were all screaming, and crying, and shit.
Yeah.
Because this wild ass, and he was like, "I'm gonna go to jail tonight." It's like, just fucking shoot him.
Yeah.
If somebody's in that fucking mindset, I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not fucking sorry. If somebody's in that mindset where I'm just gonna fucking write it up, just fucking shoot him. He doesn't even care if he goes to jail. Just fucking shoot him.
And he wasn't even fucking drunk because you don't. Well, maybe he's drunk outside of Disneyland, but yeah, there's no alcohol in Disneyland.
Holy
to
shit,
even
can
wild
you-
out like that.
Holy
I usually don't advocate shooting somebody, but that motherfucker deserved to get shot. Eventually, he got fucking choked out by like
6 people.
no, it was one
Oh.
person.
Yeah, but I saw the crowd of 6 people
Yeah,
pull him off
But
the
there
chick.
was only one rational fucking dude
you-
in that entire fucking crowd that
Can you
that put him
imagine
down.
the fucking Black Lives Matter fucking movement that would happen if an unarmed black guy got shot at Disneyland?
I actually, I
he-
don't
now-
think so.
now-
I
no, I don't think so either.
With this particular, did you see the video already?
Yeah. Well, I'm on one side of the thing, but I'm just saying how people will just, well, he didn't have a gun. You shouldn't have shot
Yeah,
him.
but look,
They would have spun that.
He
shit.
was,
don't
he was
think-
a danger to everybody
Yeah,
around
I
him.
agree.
yeah,
Yeah.
he
Preaching
was
to the choir.
He was. Look, I got no sympathy for this dude. I'm not necessarily in favor of him dying, but someone should have at least, bare minimum, pointed a firearm at him and said, "You gonna sit your dumb ass down immediately."
I don't even think that you can bring
Oh, you
firearms
can't.
in.
Yeah, but I'm talking about
No, you
security.
can't. Yeah.
Somebody.
And that's why he choked
Cops.
him. That's why he just choked him.
Somebody.
What's so crazy
He was
about it is that
wild.
like it's like when you first watching the video, you're like, okay, what the? I thought it was just 2 people getting in an argument.
Yep.
Because the girl spit on him for first. That's what set it all off. The girl spit on him,
Trashy ass.
and he started swinging on her, which he actually had like weird looking fucking hands when he was punching her or whatever. But he was fighting that chick. He actually started fighting his baby's mama. Like
Yep, he fought another dude.
Well, the weird thing was he fought a chick that was defending him.
Yeah.
Later on. I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is going on here?
And it's mainly why he started fighting her is because somebody had said like, oh, she punched your mom, and that's when he
Yeah.
started hitting on her.
But the
then-
mom rolled out of her like
Scooter.
scooter thing. She rolled on the
Yeah.
ground, and then like there's at least 3 children,
Yep.
probably age 5 and under,
yeah.
that are there, and
In his immediate
in the
family,
middle- in
plenty
the-
of kids watching.
in the
Well,
middle,
one of them is
in the
his kid.
center, they're in the center of this action. They're crying, and he gave no regard for these kids. What I saw is random pedestrians running in and pulling these kids out of it, like strangers are grabbing these people's kids away from this fight. Like they're trying to get the babies out of this situation, but it's just like he didn't give a fuck. Like he just wanted to wail on.
He was ready to go to jail that night.
I guess so.
That's literally what he said.
That's what he kept saying.
Another thing
Like
is
15
that
times.
the response time of security was super, super long.
Yeah.
It was
it's-
really
You
long.
say that was long, but it was literally. I guess it was. It was 3
4
minutes.
minutes, like
No,
4
It
minutes.
was 3 minutes. Because like after the guy got choked out, that's when.
That's when
got
security
there.
showed up.
I saw it as 2 separate videos, and I thought most.
I saw this one big.
I saw
I saw
one
one
video.
5-minute video.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think there was another part.
Oh, yeah,
At-
it
at-
could have
at-
been.
At the 3-minute mark, he was fucking. He got choked out. He was subdued, and then when he woke up, that's when the security guards got there.
Yeah, I think there was another part. Is all I'm saying.
So, well, the other part was like security, like. First of all, their security was totally fucking inept.
Yeah,
they
no-
didn't want to
That's what
fucking.
I'm saying.
They didn't want to touch the guy.
No.
He-
They didn't want to do
'cause
it. I'm like, put him in. You need to fucking restrain this dude.
Maybe
And
they're
nobody
waiting.
did.
Maybe
They
they're
don't-
waiting for Anaheim PD.
Nah, they were security was not
don't know.
capable
Disneyland
of
should
putting
have.
on
I have no
with
idea.
That large of a facility, I'm sure they have their own
Oh,
jail
yeah,
cell.
Oh yeah,
Well,
that's-
Disneyland.
Well,
maybe.
they should have
I
like
think they just escort you out.
they should have
No,
like
they-
big,
they-
like
Not if you commit
professional.
crimes and
No,
shit.
they have a
Assault
spot. They have
What do you
drunk
gotta
tank.
They have spots in fucking malls.
Oh, that I
That's
know.
true.
Malls I
Spots
know.
in
But
stadiums, they have holding cells.
Yeah.
Okay.
And stuff there. Now,
so I know people that have been kicked out of Disneyland. So
Yeah, but were they violent?
no,
Yeah.
they weren't.
If you're violent like that, they have to fucking restrain you.
but
Toss you in a little box.
I don't think they do any sort of koga or fucking jujitsu training for their fucking. I mean, they look
No, they
just like
didn't.
some dudes in some
They look mall
polo
cops.
shirts.
Somebody that should be in
they're
mall
Yeah,
cop,
they're
yeah.
just like, you gonna go in first? You go, yeah.
Yeah.
What I
You
don't-
grab him first, I'll give him second.
They're like, we got a cold black. We got a cold black.
That dude that was there that actually choked him out, he did the exact right thing. Because a guy, if you watch the video, it's a guy in a. Because most people don't even understand that he got choked out at one point.
I mean, he knew.
They just thought that he just stopped.
No.
But no, he didn't stop. He got fucking strangled because there was a guy in a red hat and a gray backpack that came from behind, choked him out, took him to the ground. It was a perfect rear naked choke. And the guy fucking passed out and he just dropped his head on the ground. And then when he woke up, he was like, who the fuck choked me out?
Yeah.
That's the reason why he said that. It's because somebody fucking choked him out.
Yeah, he's like, oh, what?
And then he left.
He's like, what pussy motherfucker choked me out? What
Yeah.
pussy motherfucker?
So there,
you got
there is
punching chicks.
additional
You're a fucking
violence
pussy.
after that.
Oh,
That-
yeah, I know. Because
yeah.
the security
there's
guards are already there.
Yeah.
And they're not doing
But
anything.
He wiles out on another woman after that.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
the
was
security
out.
guards are already there, and I'm just like, what the fuck? You guys are. Every security guard that was right there, after he got choked out, and they got there, and he was still assaulting people, they should have all gotten fucking fired.
Yeah.
All of them should have gotten fired.
And there was another dude actually in a white or gray shirt.
He had a
something,
white shirt.
Oh, the older
that
guy.
also was hitting women too.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
I saw
yeah.
him fight that dude. I saw him hit the ground.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of video, and maybe I saw it from someone else's camera, but it was a good 6 to 8 minutes. The whole thing.
That shit was fucking
damn.
crazy.
But
Yeah, I'm
there's
rewatching
no
it now.
nobody's defended them. This was ratchet shit. Nobody wants to see that go down in
So
Disneyland. It's bad
here's-
for business.
I'm looking at it right now. There's a very large woman who's fighting this man. What she does, she has a stroller, a two child carrying stroller. She just pushes the stroller out of the way. Just pushes them out. I don't know how the kids get out because they don't stay in that stroller. They end up
Kids
on
know how
their
to get
feet.
out.
They get out into the middle of the mix because they're crying like, "Hey, help me," whatnot. But they're just swinging and shit, and it's just like, what the fuck?
It's
And
all
then-
that.
I mean, you pay all this money to get into Disneyland. Disneyland ain't fucking cheap.
No.
If you've never been, it's a little pricey.
Especially with that many fucking people. That's probably a good $2,000 that they spent to get.
Easy.
They might have had connections.
There ain't no connections for Disneyland.
Yeah,
Unless you
you-
Kevin Feige.
Yeah,
I got in Disneyland once.
it's Feige.
That's from a different angle. That's
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There are multiple people
This is
recording.
the one that I saw.
Yeah, that's one.
okay. I saw one from a different angle because it didn't look like that. It looked-
So this angle that I'm looking at just has a little bit more fighting, where there's a custodian dude getting in the middle
Yeah,
of
all
it.
white. That's what I said. Yeah, the guy in white. Yeah, he does that too.
So I know the girl with the brown on, she's the guy in red, baby
It
mama.
was almost like he was in a video game, but like on the wrong character.
Yeah. He had his own friend.
Almost calmed down there, almost, and then we go looking for
Grandma's not on the floor yet.
2-year-old just wandering around like, Daddy, what the fuck?
She's
then
wearing- and then comes out
looking
the
for another
girl.
fight.
Grabbing her by the hair, punching her and shit.
Yeah, that's
So the guy in the
Terrible
black shirt,
technique.
he's trying to separate them, but the guy in the red shirt, so this is in
He's looking for
Toontown.
more. Yeah.
This is in Toontown, which is a very, very kiddish area, like very, very little children.
I like-
There's no adult. I don't think there's any adult rides in the area.
No,
it's all
it's
just little kids stuff.
I think it's funny how like the guy who's like a janitor or custodian is the one who's like the first on the scene to try to break things up. Like security is nowhere to be seen.
Now the girls are fighting, and Grandma goes down.
Also, it was the girl with the white that had pet her hands on the mom.
Well, she kicked his. I don't think she meant to hit her, but in this case, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But yeah, mom went down and tried to argue it again.
The custodian
And
dude's
the
in the
guy
middle
in
of
the
it
red comes
again.
back
That's
and
when it
he's
starts
like,
up
all right.
again.
We're critiquing this video.
Slaps her and starts hitting her.
Oh, it slaps in the face, and then throws it to the ground. And more dudes show up. Holy shit! You're nuts. Yeah, we did.
And now they're holding up the grandmother. It's like
But the big girl's still on the ground, and the guy. So they pick up the kid.
they're putting the kid on the fucking like hover round or some shit. Like, is he gonna fucking drive this thing?
Yeah, unsupervised.
Yeah, just left him.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody give a fuck about these kids. This family.
Now the cat comes back. still talking shit about something.
Child Protective Services needs to get that.
Yeah, somebody's trying to calm this dude down, but he's not getting.
The girl comes in.
Is that Busta Rhyme?
So look, if you look, when the girl steps out of the frame, she throws like a water bottle at somebody.
Yeah, she throws water at somebody.
Probably the kid.
Price
So
like,
now, this is the girl that was on his side, the guy in the red shirt and the girl in the beige with
And then he
titties.
grabs her by the hair.
But
You
they're
guys are
walking
right on.
away. And they're like in the buddy system. Now he's trying to stop her.
but that's his baby mama.
Yeah, but then at this point, someone says something that she hit the mom, and she goes down, and he wails on her. This is right here. Boom!
Mama?
Fucking straight up co-cocker.
If you listen to this, she's screaming
This
for
is-
bloody
And
murder.
this is a big dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's really good.
And then where's
Probably 5'2".
This guy right here. Watch. This guy right here. He's gonna choke him out. The guy with the red backpack.
red backpack with the baby?
Yeah, so he's choking. RNC's already in right now. See, he's choking him right there.
Oh, he does have him choked out.
He's choked out.
He,
out.
he drops him.
But
to the
I want to
floor.
see where he went because he like disappears. He like fades into the crowd.
Yeah, he's just like,
He's out.
good.
He's still standing there.
No, he's sitting there. That's when he's dazed.
No, the guy who choked him out, he's standing there.
See, look, that woman,
Yeah, he's right
the
there.
woman in the middle, she just picked up the baby, the kids. She just picked up a baby.
There's more. This still goes on.
Yeah, but
Now here's some security. Like what the fuck?
Got nothing. He got a radio and some fucking gloves.
Oh, he taps the guy out and fucking walks away. Red backpack. He's gone.
Job done. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Security's here. They do what they're
yeah,
doing.
here's here. I'm out.
They don't.
That's
And look-
the biggest problem.
But if you see the Hispanic lady, she picked up one of the babies, gets them out of the way.
Yeah.
She
Broke
just
ass,
reached them up.
broke ass Busta Rhymes is looking for who
Who
choked him out.
He's
Yeah.
looking for the guy with the red backpack.
Yeah.
Nah,
Who
he's looking
choked
for
me out?
another
Long
woman to
gone.
beat up on. He really is.
Like he stepped up to that dude. He thought he did it, but red backpack
He
was
really
gone.
punches women. He really is him up.
You know what? All superheroes don't wear capes. They wear red backpacks.
For me, that's where the shit ended. But yeah.
Oh
so
yeah, there's more.
I know there's more because right here is where he starts fighting again.
Oh yeah, I just
fighting
passed
again?
that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's two parts.
This isn't the original. Oh, this is the one. But I'm not.
But like, security that shows up, it's like, what the fuck they gonna do? Like,
Nothing.
are they gonna
No,
tase them?
You
They
restrain
could've.
them. You can physically restrain somebody, and it's not that fucking hard.
I mean,
You should have cuffs.
Or
even.
if not even cuffs, you should at least have zip tie.
or zip ties.
You don't need any of that. I can restrain somebody without a fucking cuffs or a zip tie.
but
Yeah, but
those people,
security should
those
have that.
those security guards look like they were over like 50. Like they
Yeah.
look pretty old. So
They sh-
Usually stuff doesn't go down
They
at
should all be
Disneyland.
fired because they didn't do
Yeah.
shit with that guy. They're just like, oh, it's a big black guy. Fuck him.
Yeah.
I wait for the cops to find their way through this fucking gigantic ass fucking.
Yeah, this
amusement
crowded-
yeah, because Toontown's
Crowded.
like way in the fucking back.
They
Yeah, it
probably-
is way in the back.
They probably got orders from above their heads, like don't touch people. That's
Yeah,
probably
possibly.
yeah.
We're not trying to get sued.
It's like the
Well,
same thing
James
when you go to like the mall or whatever.
Yeah, when
they
somebody
just
steals
there,
something.
but yeah, they'll watch the guy run out, but they're like, well, we can't touch him. We're not allowed to attack.
Yeah.
No, that's exactly how their so-called policy, or else they end up getting fired and
Yeah,
shit.
public safety is should be paramount for most people.
Should
So-
be. But I was just surprised that they just disregard their babies and random strangers are
surprised?
running in, picking up. I was. I mean, I
These-
thought that
these-
at least
these
someone
hoodlum-
would stay with the kids and get them out of the danger. But no, the kids are right in the middle.
Please. You could
Those kids
look
have
on
seen
any
worse.
page on World Star and you see a
possibly.
lot of shit. You see
I don't
street
watch
fights,
that. Well,
just people acting stupid.
speaking of more hood rat shit, did y'all see this video in Philly where a mob robs a Walgreens?
Fuck yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that.
Oh
Holy
my
shit.
God.
They flash mob robbed. They just
There
went
ain't
and
nothing you can do about that.
Yeah, I mean, they're
Unless-
just, it's like a fucking wave of people.
Yeah.
We're talking
It was at least 200
100 people.
It was at least 200
Minimum
people.
100
Yeah.
people. Minimum.
They
They just flood this Walgreens,
Yeah.
and it's security camera of them just running in. They're filming and shit. They just run in, pick up whatever they want, and just run the fuck out.
It would be like a looting, except
It looks like
the store
looting.
was open and just
Overrun.
they were
Yeah.
just overran, and the people just run in, grab whatever, and I mean,
in that
can't do
situation,
shit.
the security can't do shit.
It-
There's too many people. You're
It is
overwhelmed.
still, I think, considered a looting.
Possibly.
Pretty sure.
Oh, here it is.
So,
now
yeah,
we're watching this video now.
Yeah, so I can show it on here, but this is the video.
More young black
All
youths.
these people
More black
just
youths.
run in.
That's what this
Fourth
is.
4th of July. They just run in, just rob this place.
Look at this, running up in here. This looks like they came from like a carnival or a
Where's
parade.
your mama? Where's
There's
your
way more than
dad?
other people.
There's
There's a little
cou-
kid there.
Yeah. Hey,
Come
look at them, just running out. Look at them running
Come
out.
on.
There's all kinds of shit in their hands. They just
You want to do
running.
grown ass shit? You can catch hands. Like
All them kids.
they should
You're
catch. They should
outnumbered.
catch hands. Like if I'm in that store or whatever, I'm just like, if
Look at
I-
them running out. You're gonna see someone run out with like a big right there, a bin. He probably
Yeah.
filled that bin full of shit and just ran out.
It's a free for all. You want to play
Pick better
stupid ass
friends.
games.
Be a better person. That's
That's all
shitty
bad.
parenting.
Charge as adults.
Yeah, this is inside. I mean, but all
Yeah.
these fucking people
with
though.
you.
There's
no
hella
sympathy.
people.
And you should know better. You know better.
Yeah.
They don't care. Obviously, they don't fucking care.
You gonna care when
When you get caught, yeah, you gonna care. Oh, everybody else was doing it, but why you like everybody else?
You're gonna be sitting next to that chick that licked the goddamn ice cream.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
It's like,
shit,
shit,
And holding
They're all on camera.
Yeah.
exactly.
faces like uncovered, just running up in there.
Being 15 doesn't fucking absolve you from doing
bad
like
shit?
that, to me or whatever. I mean,
Of course.
it's common sense that you know that is fucking wrong or whatever. You should be treated like a fucking adult or whatever.
It would be different if this
Cuffed.
was like a 3 or 4 year old that accidentally took a piece of candy from
right.
Target.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
not this.
completely different. This
Yeah.
is some fucking by fucking force and numbers and fear running up into a fucking store. I mean, most of the time it's a Walgreens, it's an old elderly lady. or
Oh,
whatever,
Yeah.
And just fucking they just ran in and snatched up everything. That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm with you. Fuck 'em.
Yeah, fuck all them. Let's go on to something a little happier. God damn, this is fucking. We talked about
What-
bullshit for the past couple minutes.
Can we
It was,
talk
it was
about?
Disneyland though. It's the happiest place on earth.
No, you missed the Walgreens thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
but Disneyland, that shit had me fucking shook.
Let's talk about some anime because
Yeah.
there's some new anime coming out that's out now. This is like a pretty good season of anime.
One of the best.
We say that a lot,
Yeah.
but
But it's just a
it's also
solid
true.
start, yeah.
It's a solid start. Have you watched the To the Abandoned Beast or some shit
I
like that?
did. I saw the pilot episode.
So what'd you think?
That's not bad. You have basically almost a civil war going on, and
It was a civil war, like legit civil war.
yeah, with like one side called the rebels and one side called almost like
What was
the
it?
Unionists.
Is the north
North
or
and
the
South. Yeah, but I think the South were the rebels, or I don't
something
know.
like that. One was outnumbered by a shitload.
Yeah,
so-
but you have military experiments, kind of super soldier stuff that turns them into half kaiju kind of
They
creatures.
basically turned into fucking monsters.
Yeah,
It had a very Terraformers feel to it
Yep.
for me. It wasn't as gory, but it's pretty fucking gory.
people getting their faces fucked up.
Yeah.
and especially that snake guy. Like,
Yeah, like fucking putting the venom in them and just
Yeah.
fucking killing them.
I enjoyed that pilot quite a bit. I'm on board with
The
that
second,
series.
I watched the second one. It dropped,
Okay.
so it's been really cool because after the first one, you get to see how like one of the guys in it basically becomes like a hunter, and you get to see him doing like his hunting shit and how he kills these monsters, and it's just. It was surprising because it's on fucking Amazon, not Amazon Prime. It's on
I thought it was
Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
Crunchyroll.
There's one we're gonna talk about that is on Amazon Prime.
Or just on Amazon.
Well, it's on Amazon, but I watch it free through Prime. So,
Yeah.
yeah. If you order through Amazon, fucking get Prime.
Yeah,
Fuck.
there you go.
Yeah, it saves you so much fucking money.
Yeah.
So the Amazon one was Vinland.
Yeah, it was Vinland Saga, and so far there's only 3 episodes out. I don't know if that's the whole series. It can't be the whole fucking series.
No.
That'd be fucking stupid. But they all dropped on the same day. So I don't know if there's somewhere else I can watch it, but Amazon has it for like these 3 episodes. If I don't get an episode sometime this week, I'm gonna fucking find it somewhere else. I'm hoping that on Friday they'll drop 3 more. Or at least one more.
I only saw the first one, but holy shit, you got Leif Erikson and
Yeah.
Vikings talking about Iceland and going to basically a new continent.
Which is America. I assume is America.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because Leif Erikson was talking about meeting basically native people who have kind of like Native American peace pipe and tribal gear.
Headgear.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Leif Erikson is the guy who originally founded America before or after the fucking Native Americans, right?
Yeah.
There's like a lot of bullshit they teach you in school, like, oh, Christopher Columbus found America. No, the fuck he didn't. The Native
America's
Americans
already
were already
there.
fucking here, and then the Vikings were already here before too.
I correct me if I'm wrong on this. I think he never set foot in present day America. It was
Alright,
only the
like
Caribbean.
yeah. So it's a bunch. No, actually, no.
Or did
He
he?
definitely, because he raped and pillaged a lot of Native American villages.
Yeah, but I thought they were all the Caribbean version.
Was it? Okay.
I could
I
be
gotta do some
totally wrong.
research.
Yeah, it's been a minute, but that was a very solid start. I will watch episode 2 and 3, but holy shit, Viking fucking warfare is legit in anime.
Yeah, and it was
Oh.
cool because like the main character is like this guy who's like he ends up getting like a family and he's like kind of laid back and nobody knows he's a badass, but he's a fucking badass. So that's where for me it stopped like on episode 3 where he's gonna show him doing some badass shit, but the next episode hasn't dropped yet. So
We shall see.
It
I'm
seems
on
pretty
board
good
with
so
that
far.
one. Another great start.
So this isn't like Japanese like samurais or anything. These are actually fucking
no,
Vikings
yeah,
and
the
shit.
fucking Vikings doing Viking shit.
And anime does this from time to time. They will show European warfare, from a Japanese anime perspective, but it's truly European warfare.
What's funny about is with Attack on Titans that there's only like one Asian person in the whole fucking show, and that's one girl. One girl.
Misaka?
Mishka?
Misaka.
Yeah, Mishka. Yeah,
Misaka or whatever.
Yeah.
The one that's screaming Aaron all day.
Yeah, absolutely. She's bad, too.
Yeah.
She's like second to Levi.
I was gonna talk about. Oh, you're talking about like European shit. So if you ever watch Jormungandr, have you watched that?
I haven't seen that one.
It's actually a really good show. Jormungandr, it's on. I think you can find it on Crunchyroll, maybe somewhere else. It's been a long time, but it's basically about like these mostly European like mercenaries, and one of the main characters is like a child soldier who's like a fucking badass. He has basically no morals because he's been from like a baby, growing up like shooting people in the face.
Nice.
And so it's really good. If you played God of War, you know who the fuck Jormungandr is. So
Yeah.
That's how I knew who Jormungandr was before God of War came out. Because I had to look up like, what the fuck does this word mean? I was like, oh, I gotta know. All right.
That did a better job of Norse mythology than all 3 Thor movies. I'll keep saying that.
Yeah, it really did. I can't wait for more. What else was
Fire Force.
Yes.
Firefighting with some magical demon hunting kind of shit.
Hold on.
And waifus.
It's by the same studio that did not
Soul
Death
Eater?
Note. Soul Eater.
Yeah, it looks like so. It has
Similar
a Soul
animation
Eater
style.
Yeah, vibe to it.
Yeah, really good.
Solid start. I would love for you guys to force the firefighter captain, your brother, to watch an episode.
He's like, that's some little kid shit. I'm like, bitch.
You're a firefighter. This is about your profession. Watch it.
It's fucking good.
It's crazy because like there's like that one Japanese animation, or there's a bunch of Japanese animation that revolves around sports.
Yeah.
Like especially I always mention is the one with the fucking basketball, just because like it's almost like I have fucking supernatural powers and shit like that. But if they're on the fucking basketball court, it's kind of fucking dope. But also like the swimming one with this I can't remember the name of the anime, but like
No,
there's a
super
swimming
gay.
team. Yeah, it's super gay, but
Yeah. It's
it's
all right.
still
I'm just saying it's super gay. All right.
Like, are we talking Yuri on Ice gay?
not more like guys in the locker room slap each other on the ass type of
Seems
thing.
like
Yeah.
it's on level.
Yeah.
JoJo game?
You're a nice gay or JoJo gay.
Yeah, exactly. There's levels to it.
You know, it's funny. I was talking to my oldest daughter who's going to be in a shitload of trouble tomorrow, by the way.
God damn.
I'll explain that in a minute.
That's a teaser.
This is like some fucking parenting shit. But she was saying how she has a boyfriend. She's 16. It's fucking weird. She's
Wait,
old.
what?
Yeah, she has a boyfriend. I already knew.
We gotta do that scene from Bad Boys.
Yeah.
Where the boy comes up to the house. You ever been fucked in the ass? What do you say? I don't think he said that.
He says, have you
I would
ever
not go back
make
to
love
jail.
to a man?
That's what it
Yeah.
was.
But anyway,
Do you want to?
shit, now you guys made me forget what the fuck I was
Oh,
talking about.
the shirt. Oh wait, no.
No, not
We're
the
talking about
shirt.
Yuri on Ice.
No,
The anime.
JoJo.
JoJo.
Oh.
So I guess her boyfriend likes JoJo's Bizarre
Oh.
Adventure.
Not too
So
bad.
I was like, I looked at her and I was like, you know that anime is super gay, right? And she was like, oh yeah, I know. She's like, I don't like it at all. You know, it's just like, I don't know why he likes it. And then I was like, it gets way gayer later. Because she didn't make it through, like, she was on like the first like series.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
like, it gets super gay later.
Yeah,
I'm
it
just
goes
like-
everywhere.
But anyway, so why she's in trouble is because she's been doing pretty good like this whole summer.
Yeah.
So the other day, I bought her an e-board, and she has a remote for it, and she left it in like a part of her backpack that is like open.
Ooh.
So she said that the remote got stolen. So it's either got stolen or fell out of her backpack.
Yeah.
All right, either way, it's gonna cost me basically $40, and she can't ride her e-board for like basically a month because it ships from China. It's like I got a board that came from China,
Yeah.
and they don't the part that I need they don't sell here in America like direct. So that sucks. And then the straw that broke the camel's back is the other day, you know, I gave her she works a job in Michigan, so she got her paycheck, and I gave her money for like doing some stuff around the house.
Yeah.
And I let her take my car to New Park Mall. So
Wait.
she went to New Park Mall.
By herself?
Yeah. She has a license, like a legit license. So I'm like, fine, take my car.
Wait, she got a boyfriend. She's got a
Yeah.
fucking license.
She's growing up. So
It's adult.
she went to New Park Mall, went to Hot Topic because that's where she shops,
Mhm.
and she bought some stuff, and she showed me like all the stuff, like the stuff that she bought. I'm like, oh, you know, it's cool. It's cool stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and then like today, my youngest daughter was sleeping on me, and my oldest daughter, she walks out of her room, and she's wearing a shirt that says "fuck off" on it.
Oh.
Not even like now it's like other letters or anything.
Well, it had like some floral shit in the background, but I'm just like, I looked at her, I looked at her shirt, and I just shook my head, and she went right to her room. And I was just like, you already knew you fucked. Like, what the fuck? Why would you even do that? Like, what the fuck? Like, you're doing so good this
Habitual
entire
line
summer.
stepping.
Yeah, you're doing. Like, at least she understands that I'm giving her freedom because she was doing good.
Oh shit.
But it's just like if you do shit like that, it's like, what the
man.
fuck? Like, would you wear that shirt around me?
No.
Would you wear that shit to a family function? Like, what the fuck is wrong
I'm sure
with you?
we've done not something on that level, but I'm sure we've done. We're like, all right, let's see how far I can push the line. Whatever. Not a fuck you shirt.
But especially when you're already on, like, I'm giving her like an unprecedented amount of freedom.
Yeah.
Right, this whole summer, like. There's been times where like I text her, I'm like, hey, let me know when you're gonna come home, or she'll text me and be like, hey, some folks from, the art classes, they want to hang out after the class. I'm like, fine. Every single time she's asked me, I'm like, fine, do your thing, go make friends, good to go. And then she buys a fuck you shirt. I'm like, what the fuck?
You're ruining my life, Dad.
Yeah, let me do me, Dad.
Oh god.
And she knew it was wrong. Like, she knew it was wrong. Like, because she didn't, first of all,
gosh.
she bought it from that store. She didn't show me.
Yep.
And then right when I saw it, I looked at it, she knew that she fucked up. So it's like, there's no doubt that she knew what the fuck she was doing was wrong. Like, zero doubt.
Oh god.
But why the fuck did you do it?
Reminds me when I bought that Akinelli tape.
Oh shit.
I got in trouble for that
Oh,
shit.
Wait,
shit.
you
What was the
play-
name of that song?
Fuck me for free.
No,
Put it in your mouth.
that
Put
one,
it in your mouth.
Yeah.
Both those ones. Yeah.
Wait,
That's a
you
great song.
played the song in front of your mom or something?
No, she just found the tape.
Oh,
Because-
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, what is this? I was like, fuck. I mean,
Trash.
yeah.
Trying to think
a
what
great
else.
track.
She was ready to go to Sam Goody and
Oh,
curse
shit.
out who sold it to me.
My son.
And that's why we now have the ESRB insurance.
Yeah.
I think the biggest
Thanks,
mistake,
Stitch.
the biggest mistake I ever did with my mom was calling my mom a bitch.
Oh!
Yeah.
How
damn, you still breathing?
Yeah, you still alive. She breaking the bones?
That was the day I fucking moved out.
Oh!
But there's a backstory behind it.
How old were you?
Still though.
No, because I was like 17. But I got into a fight with my little brother, and she pulled me off of him, and when she pulled me off of me, she was choking me, and I'm like, I was heated, so I'm like, you're choking me, bitch. That was it. I got like a scar on my face from it. Too.
God damn. Okay.
We got fucked up stories. If y'all want to ever hear, we could do a whole episode probably on fucked up.
Yeah,
Like,
that civil
stories.
rights era strength.
It's funny because like there's a bunch of YouTube videos out there where people animate their life stories, and I really want to fucking do it because I have like so many crazy
How
like
long
life
it takes
stories.
to animate
I
though?
got
Well, no,
some
that's
good
what I'm
ones,
saying.
too.
Like people do it, but yeah,
I think we all have some good ones.
yeah.
I know you
Yeah.
got some fucked up life stories. Cause like the way I met Blue was because his fucking house burned down in
Yeah.
East Palo Alto, and he had to move to Newark, and he bought a house that's in like probably the most it is the most desirable part of Newark right now. How the fuck does your parents support that place? Your
So
mom?
my little brother's father owned the house, so we were basically renting it from him.
Okay, that makes way more sense.
And then my little brother's father was a real estate agent, so he owned like a lot of different properties, and I was just one of them.
because that house right now legit is probably $2 million.
God
Yeah.
damn.
Actually, I'm gonna look it up and see how much
Yeah,
it's
it's
worth.
probably $2 million.
We'll have to do like a drunk cast. Our next drunk
And
cast will
then
just be like,
we tell all fucked up
Yeah.
stories.
Hell,
Dude,
man.
we need to do. If we do that, we should do it from Mini Boss.
Yeah, I will schedule.
Well, no, I guess it probably gets too loud in there though.
No. So when the Infinity Base opens, hopefully it'll be later this month because we're doing the drywall on Saturday.
Yeah.
So hopefully at the end of this month we will do the first episode in there. We'll do a drunk cast or around the 1 or 2 because obviously with drunk cast you want to do on not a weekday.
Yeah.
Right. So hopefully on a Friday Friday. We have to do it on Friday.
Yeah.
basically.
Friday's the best day.
Yeah. Because on Saturday I have to work the next day. So.
There was. I know I'm going backwards, but there was one last high-profile anime that premiered for summer. Dr. Fucking Stone.
Yes, totally forgot about that shit.
Yeah, man. I've been waiting on this one a long time. Crunchyroll has been promoting the ever-loving fuck out of it. It's some Flintstone era chemistry, alchemy shit going on where we're thousands of years in the future. everybody else is turned to stone, and this one dude is trying to bring the world back to civilization.
So wait, jumping back to the house I lived in Newark, it sold back in 2018 for 1.2 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a year ago. So
It's worth more than that now.
Yeah.
Because you had a pool that was, you guys fucked that pool up. But yeah, it's a big place.
yeah, it was a 4-bedroom, 3 bathrooms.
Yeah, what was the square footage?
Holy shit.
2,000 square foot.
Yeah.
It's a good place.
And it had a pretty nice pool. Well,
Yeah. We fucking jumped off the roof into the pool all the fucking time.
God dang.
Like, we were ghetto, man. We didn't have a pool before. We're like, oh shit,
Yeah.
it's deep enough for us to skydive.
Do we want to do any B's and B's?
Oh,
yes,
there was
we
one
have
in the
one
chat.
in the chat. It was from Warrior Fella.
Oh, good.
Because we were talking about Pimp Tony earlier. And since we already saw how Captain America Iron Man versus Thor went in the movies, actually not really.
Yeah, he fought him in Avengers
Yeah,
briefly.
he did fight him. Okay. So he wanted to know what our thoughts on Jane Foster as Thor versus Ironheart would be.
Versus Iron.
So for me, this is going to be a one-sided fight. And it's going to be Jane Foster whooping that ass.
Oh yeah.
Because she has a slightly different power set than
Thor.
Odin's son. So-
But they're pretty fucking similar, and unfortunately, Riri Williams, her suit is good, but it's not quite as good as Iron Man's suit at this point, and she doesn't have the experience as Iron Man, nor the resources as Iron Man. So she has like she only has a couple of suits, mainly just one main suit.
The thing that I enjoy about Iron Man, and I got into him admittedly after Robert Downey Jr. took on the role. I was not an Iron Man fan prior.
Yeah.
But what's cool about him is he's always improving his fucking suits.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
yeah. Always innovating.
yeah, always innovating and always tweaking it. So Riri Williams today is going to get mopped. I agree. Perhaps in the future she continues to level up the suit and get even better.
And she's still, in the comics, I still get the comic, the Ironheart comics. I'm still reading them. That's actually like one of my priorities. I have priority comics, and that's one of them. And so she has like basically the nano suit at this point.
That's good.
But she would still get mollywopped.
Yeah. For sure. But he also asked another question.
What you got?
Warrior fella asked, after UFC
What's everybody else's
239.
Hold on, what's everybody else's thoughts?
Very good.
Well, I got Riri
I would
Williams.
go with
but
Thor.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Foster.
Yeah, I'm going with Foster as well.
There you go.
Everybody.
Well, yeah, I think ever since Foster. Warrior fella asks again, after UFC 239's KO, who do you think has some of the best KOs in combat sports?
Tyson.
I liked. I don't know if you guys saw what he said afterwards or whatever. The guy that did the flying knee into the dude's face.
Jorge Masvidal versus Ben Askren.
His interview afterward was amazing. He's like, he was like, because people were saying like it was kind of wrong for him to start gloating after he knocked the dude out. And he's like, well, what do you mean? He's like, why is it all of a sudden this guy who talks about my race, my creed, my family, or whatever, blah, 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 or whatever, he gets a pass or whatever, and he gets his ass whipped. He's like, I've seen him in Whole Foods. I don't like the dude. I'm gonna fuck him up again. Or whatever. I was dying.
Slap him up.
Yeah, I'm gonna slap him up. I was like, I was dying laughing or whatever. He's like, people get, and he really had a really good sort of social commentary about people just online and stuff. You can say whatever you want to before the fight and everything, and talk bad about this family, wife, girlfriend, whatever. And then after the fight, you expect me to just be all cool and dandy, and I can't gloat after I whip this dude's ass who's talking all this shit. Now you want to come at me like I'm the bad guy or whatever?
He brought up a really good point because people were saying that he had extra hits in, and then he explained that it's like, listen, my job in there is to keep going until the ref pulls me off.
Yeah.
And that's what they're supposed to do. If you're a gentleman, you know what I mean? There's certain times where you see somebody go out and you can stop hitting them, but you don't have to.
Can I ask a quick question? When you say extra hits, was it after the bell as well?
No.
Oh, okay.
What happened
Hit the
was
mat.
he needed the guy and he went stiff
You
as
can pull it up because it's 5 seconds.
Yeah. he basically knocked him out in 2 to 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was stiff. He got knocked out before he hit the fucking
Yeah,
ground.
his lights were out when he was falling down, and the guy jumped on
and then he hit
him.
him twice. I'll show you. But he hit him twice when he was down, and that's when the ref got to him.
Well, and just to clarify, I want to make sure I'm on the same page. Would you think that it's bad sportsmanship after the bell to?
After the bell, yes, but
Okay,
the
all
bell
right.
was not even in play.
Okay.
So
Cool. All right.
For hitting him after the bell. I have no problem with shit talk. If you want to fight, you can dance, fucking peacock strut, do whatever the fuck you want to do if you win the fight. But if you were talking shit and you take a loss, you gotta own it. Then the person can gloat and fucking high step on you. I've always been a fan of that.
Oh,
shit.
was
I think
that
they've
it right
taken them
there?
all
He
down.
just runs and knees him to the face?
Yeah, they might have taken them all down.
This is a brief history of B&H. In 1973, Fellini and Herman opened up a small photography shop.
This one I
Boom,
just saw.
roasted.
It was like he just
I'm
runs
done.
and
That's 5
knees him in
seconds.
the face.
Oh, you got it up?
It's like a bunch of like it looks like Conan O'Brien in like makeup interviewing this guy, and then they show the fight, and then it's just more interviews.
Yeah, it literally just runs up, knees him, and that's it's a fucking wrap.
It says like Fire Films is the YouTube guy that had it or whatever.
Yeah, like boom.
Send me the link. I'll put it up here.
Here,
Just put it in be the meteor.
I got you.
But yeah, no, it was a. I'm trying to think of some other good sort of KOs that I've seen. I mean, obviously
got some good
Tyson's
ones.
had some good boxing ones and stuff, and we've seen a bunch.
Now he thinks he's got something special in store for you. All that American top team training, but does it matter?
Maybe
ran off.
even-
Yeah, the
here
fight
it is.
started.
The fight clock is brought to you by.
Boom.
That's it. He's already fifth. One, two.
Damn.
And then it's perfectly reasonable.
Did they
I
show
mean, in
his
terms of-
showboating afterwards? Because he pretty much.
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
I mean, the ref got in there, but
But this is literally like one, two,
Tiger knee.
3 seconds.
Tiger knee.
that was controversial.
I mean,
People got mad about how he showed, and he like went to go lie down next to him like he was taking a nap
He did.
too.
Well,
It was-
he went stiff.
yeah.
But
but like, I mean, from his point of view, he probably didn't know that guy probably went. I mean, camera angle you can tell, but
you can. Most time you can tell, but that is your job is to keep fighting until somebody pulls you
Yeah.
off. Because there's been other fights. Don't get me wrong. There's been some like real honorable fighters that they can tell when they knock them out. They'll walk away. You know, they'll just hit them one hit KO, walk away. There's other times where you hit somebody and they fucking wake up. When they hit the ground, so you just keep going. So that's why it's always to err on the side of caution. Just keep going.
It seems like the ref
It's
has
to the ref.
his job, and you have your job.
Exactly. That's the way it's always been. So people that don't maybe not understand that, but it's just like, listen, the guy could have legit gotten up because Pat Askins he's been rocked before, but this time he went the fuck out.
That
That's
didn't
good
look.
knee.
That didn't look dirty.
look, I got a challenge for the internet right now. I need your guys to make a video and have him do fucking like. When he does a tiger knee, have that fucking word show up and have like little flames that come from his knee and shit. Like in fucking Street Fighter.
Sagat.
Like Sagat.
So
Tiger
you
knee.
want to hear my favorite combat sports KOs? And this is the first one is kind of sad for me because y'all knew I was a fucking Rousey fan, but the Holly Holm Rousey head kick KO, that shit was fucking beautiful. It was fucking
I had
beautiful.
so many. I had a whole gallery on my
Memes, yeah,
phone.
memes.
Yeah, I think my favorite one was the Sonic rings getting knocked out.
Oh, God damn.
You know, Jorge Masvidal versus Ben Askren was obviously this one just happened. Is the fastest KO in UFC history. They say it was 5 seconds, but it really wasn't. It was probably 3 seconds. Gabriel Gonzaga head kicking the shit out of Crow Cop and leaving him in like a crumpled fucking. Crow Cop was known for head kicking motherfuckers, and this guy named Gabriel Gonzaga, he used to be like a really good grappler. He kicked the shit out of this dude, and like he ragdolled him in this fucking head kick. It was incredible. I think those are like my top 3. There's a bunch of really good boxing ones as well, but most of the really good ones come from MMA because the gloves are lighter and the kicks there's no padding. So, but there's a bunch of good ones in boxing.
Makes sense. All right, were there any others?
Yeah, there's one that we've been stagnating on because
wait.
we haven't been here in a while.
Wait, who the fuck was that dude that got knocked out recently? It was like a couple years ago. He was a really good fighter. He got knocked out of the ring.
Oh, shit.
What the fuck
In
was
boxing?
his name? Yeah, he was an older guy.
Was that Hopkins?
Yeah, Hopkins. We got knocked out of the ring.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. Because he went the fuck out. I felt bad because he was an older guy.
He was like 50.
And he was, he got fucked up.
I can't remember what fight it was. I remember when I was younger, my family got.
Oh, that was a good one too.
They did pay-per-view for a fucking Mike Tyson fight, and the fight thing was like $120 or something like that, which back then was a lot of fucking money.
Still a
And
lot of money.
so many people were fucking mad because that fight was like 30 seconds.
But everybody knew that was a possibility.
But people were fucking mad. I mean, it was exciting to see, but like, damn, all that you spent $100 for 30 seconds of fucking. I mean, you got the pre-fights and stuff like that, but you didn't pay for the pre-fight. You
I'm
paid
sorry.
for the main fight.
Cake Man just remind me of my favorite one of all time. It was not Rampage versus Chuck Liddell. It was Rampage versus Arona. Shit, I forgot his actual name. But Rampage, Arona, Slam. It was basically this motherfucker power slam this dude into fucking oblivion. It was the fucking most amazing KO of all fucking time. Watch this shit. He's trying to triangle him. Boom! He's done. He's fucking done. That was low res. Let me find the fucking high res.
Oh my God! He picked him all the way. He
up.
lifted him into orbit and then brought
Bring your
him
own
fucking
phone.
back down.
Well, your own real phone when you switch to Google Fi.
Sorry, it was a good commercial. But this fucking slam was so fucking because he was trying to triangle.
No mistake. He's got to get out. Triangle down.
And he pounds it when he.
Dude, dude, like when his head hit the mat, it's almost fucking like contained from the impact of it.
This is why if you're trying to get a triangle on somebody and you start standing up, you grab their leg. You don't grab their leg. This happens. Like this will happen.
Yeah, there's one from Dirty Stew, which we have not answered yet because we all have not been here. So, what is your Mount Rushmore of comic writers or artists?
All right, let's keep it to like one or two.
Sure.
You know, just because I don't think a lot of us are completely prepared. But I'm gonna still go with Ditko. You know, and I'm gonna put Hickman on there too.
I'm gonna say Hickman and Jim Lee just because first names are popping my head.
Jim Lee is good. I really liked his artwork.
Oh, you're talking about artwork?
Artwork
it's art or writer.
Oh, okay.
Either one.
Yeah, because that's how I sort of remembered falling in love with the X-Men back, like how he drew them. So I would go with Lee. Yeah.
Oh, did you?
I'm gonna say Jim Lee, Todd McFarlane, and probably my most controversial pick, Rob Liefeld. It's not a little hell of people hate that dude, but he's one of the founding members of Image Comics, one of the founding pushers about artists creating their own. I know he was the one that did multiple lines in the characters, but his art style is signature, and you can tell by looking at it. If you look at the way he did the X-Men versus what he did Savage Dragon, Youngblood, and I think Wildcats. Yeah. You can tell all his artwork based on just any character he drew.
Good shit. Curtis, what you got?
Yeah, so I've got Stan Lee, Jim Lee, Jonathan Hickman, Steve Ditko, and Trad Moore. Trad Moore is one of my favorite artists of all fucking time, and so is the guy that does East to West. What's that fucking dude's name?
Oh, I don't know his name.
East to West is Hickman.
No, but the
artist.
The artist.
Oh, I don't know.
Can't remember his fucking name. He's a dope ass artist too, though. He doesn't do a lot of comics though.
Good shit. All right, let's round it up.
I should actually had a beat MBTI question for the group, but I'm not gonna save it for next week.
All right. Well, yeah, we're not gonna do it next
well,
week.
No, next
time
on the next episode.
Look what you got populating this week.
Oh shit! Fucking caught me off guard. Let's see. So I'm gonna try to watch Toy Story this week with the sweetness, and hopefully I can squeeze in Spider-Man. We're doing I did a first-time home buyer program last month, and so the sweetness is gonna do hers this Saturday. So I'm gonna join her with that because I think she needs to learn how that whole process works. Continue looking for houses. I keep trying to get back into gaming, but I just don't have the fucking time for it. But you know, I'm all caught up on my anime, which is kind of good. And the recommendation you guys gave today, I'm gonna definitely check those out. But yeah, other than that, I'm just gonna be chilling, probably smoke a bowl when I get home, and
there you go.
Stitch. Oh, it's been a while.
Stitch.
Hilarious. Let me think. The weather's been good, so I want to try to do some more outdoorsy type stuff for the next couple of days. My good friend Jamie, she's actually in Tahoe.
So there you go.
I might try to see if I can get some time to go up there.
I gotta get tickets to her wedding. I gotta get travel shit.
Yeah,
it's in
in
October.
in Mississippi. That'd be interesting.
Trying to not to get shot or lynched.
What you doing around here?
Yeah.
Can't you go somewhere not racist? I mean, what the fuck?
Other than that, just pretty much just chilling, relaxing. Still playing Division, having a blast with that. I've been just beating that game up and down, left and right.
Did you get the plat?
Yeah, got the platinum on that. Been playing DayZ still with Hobby, so having some fun.
Oh,
with
that's
that
right,
still.
you motherfuckers. I was trying to get Hobby to play some Apex.
Yeah, he said no.
Yeah, he did say no. Fuck you.
Good shit. Cronus, what you got?
Well, obviously we're going to SDCC, me and Ninja. I look forward to that, seeing my older brother, hanging out with him a little bit, and seeing James Gavsey as well. There's a bunch of other folks I want to see down there. I want to do some jiu-jitsu down there, but my neck is recovering, so we'll see how well that goes. I'm going to see John tomorrow, the creator of Love and Warren.
Oh, right on.
We're going to grab dinner, a couple drinks, and just kind of bullshit a little bit, so that should be fun. But other than that, the Infinity Base is going to get fucking finished soon. All right, this weekend, the first layer of drywall is going in.
Yep.
And after that, I'll see how much more drywall I have to get, but I fully intend on getting that shit done this fucking month. Yo.
Awesome.
All right. If I don't care if it's just a shell, I need to get my shit in there. I need to get out of this fucking garage. I'm tired of our viewers that watch this on YouTube seeing my basically my laundry room, my refrigerator in the background. Every goddamn time we do a live stream. And I've got a bunch of more ideas that I want to do with the podcast, but I don't want to do it in my fucking garage because it looks not professional.
Yeah, we
there we go.
We got to bring back the React because people are still hitting us up the React video. It's
They're
it's
getting
been
pissed.
like wow.
It has. It's been like it's been at least 6 months.
We've disappointed Korea and Brazil.
Yes. We've dishonored your families. I'm sorry. But we'll bring it back. Don't worry. We're going to come back hard.
Don't worry, I still follow Anita on Instagram.
Of course
you
you
do. Old Ninja, what you got?
So yeah, if there's no next episode next week or whatever, I'm gonna be at San Diego Comic-Con. I've been there before, so I know the craziness that ensues. So I'm actually looking forward to seeing some.
We've got to sign up. Me and you got to talk about actually getting, because there's a bunch of shit
There's a bunch of shit we haven't fully fleshed it out, but and Victor, I think he wants to meet up with us as well.
Of course, we're gonna
VZA. We'll probably see him. It's just going to be a lot of craziness. This coming weekend, going to try to help out with the Infinity Base, playing more Division. I got to see Spider-Man again because I want to see the parts that I missed. And I didn't pay for it. I didn't pay for it, so this will be my first time paying for it. The second time, so it doesn't matter. I've been playing Apex Season 2 a lot. There's been some changes. It's been a lot of fun. Planning on twitching more content out there, or if not, adding it to our YouTube channel. It'll be live. What else is there? I think that might be it.
Good shit.
Yeah.
I picked up Rainbow Six finally. I'm enjoying the fuck out of that.
Good luck with that.
Whoa.
Sorry about that.
You got a grind to go.
My fucking finger moved the wrong way.
I like the grind. I found some pretty cool people to play with. Finished up Assassin's Creed, and I'm loving all things anime right now. So, big props out to Crunchyroll for the new anime and even Amazon.
Shit, are we going to CRX or what?
Yeah, we have passes for that one.
Yeah,
we're
still trying to work on a panel.
Yeah,
okay.
I have not heard.
We'll be there.
We'll definitely be there.
For sure.
Oh, will Amy be there? I almost forgot I was married.
All right, we are Black and Black Tides Infinity. Check us out on the internet with @BThanBTI. That's BTHANBTI on Radio City. Radio
Public.
There you go. Radio Public, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Apple Podcasts. Go on there, rate us, give us 5 stars, leave a comment, and then Amazon, Twitch, twitch.tv/BThanBTI. And then our official website, binheadproductions.com/BThanBTI. And then, is that the last one? Yeah, that's it.
Jay Jonah made no sense in European Vacation.
I knew it. Shut the
He was in it?
Yeah, he's in it. Of course he's going to throw shade.
No sense.
Oathbreaker. Can't trust him.
Eggplants is our future.
I haven't done it in a while.